Okay. Oh, we are?
We're on?
All right. Hey, everybody. This is... Everyone's trying not to laugh, right? No?
No.
All right.
Ha!
Ha. All right. Hey, everybody. This is Reno Nonsense, and yeah, that's what you're listening to. This is Lionel, a.k.a. Chili Willy, and again, you are listening to the Reno Nonsense podcast.
I need a fucking nickname.
Oh,
now?
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, you have to have a nickname.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Don't
I'll
worry.
use the one I had
I
from-
already have one for you guys.
Nope. High school.
We'll make one up. We'll make one up.
All right.
So if you like this podcast, you can find it on iTunes. So please like and subscribe. We also have a Facebook page. Please like that too. And all of our podcasts will eventually be uploaded to YouTube.
Eventually.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Emphasis.
Word.
Word.
Word. So go ahead and put on your beats and enjoy Reno Nonsense. Aha.
Hi, my name is
sorry.
PK, and sitting next to me, I have Schmegma.
Schmegma.
And then sitting next to her, I have Krista with the ass like a sister.
AKA.
Miss that ass, a.k.a. Miss that ass.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh.
Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, that one sucks. She got Miss Dadass. What about Miss New Booty? No one
Miss
found
New
that girl yet. He says he found her in the song. I don't think he found her.
He did, though.
Are you talking about
Did
Bubba
he?
Sparks?
Yeah.
He did.
How many X's are in Bubba Sparks?
I think
Two.
there's 3.
All
No,
right.
it's only two.
You
7.
should fight about it.
Well,
I think
there's
there's 3.
well, there's 3 in his
Google it,
video,
yeah.
but only 2 in real life. You know, 'cause he makes
No.
like triple X videos.
That's the one with 3 X's is just his stage name, and on his birth certificate there's
That's
only 2
hilarious.
X's.
That's hilarious. So again, I'm joined by none other than PK, Alyssa, is Callahan, right?
Yeah.
All right. I want to say be an asshole and just say Cohen because it just doesn't
It's-
sound.
I don't
Does that
stop
happen a
anyone.
lot?
Yeah, it happens all the time. I just don't stop anyone, and then somebody was like, I think that's more of a dickhead move. And I was like, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Your brothers are Ethan and Joel. They make those great
Yeah,
movies.
that's
Alyssa Cohen. Yeah.
We're very Jewish.
Oh.
We're very good movie
If you
makers.
could see Alyssa right now, she looks like such a Jew.
And I'm also joined by Krista, aka Mother, Father, and Human Dynamo. So
Wow, that was an intro.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, my nickname in high school was Jewcap.
really,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Jewcap. Because I'd wear like a
Cap.
beanie
the
all
yarmulke?
the time.
The
Yeah.
yarmulke?
Yeah, I'd
What is a
wear
cap?
the
That's a
beanie all
Jew.
the time, and then people were like, "Oh, that's like a Jew cap." I was like, "Oh, that's a yarmulke." or
Wow.
yarmulke. And they're like, "You are Jewish." I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm just not an asshole." Like,
Ah. Oh, so wait, are you Jewish? No,
no,
you're not.
no.
Oh, okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
If
There's
anything,
nothing
I'm
wrong
a
with it.
yogi.
We don't advocate anything against Jews. So
Yeah,
anyway, how is everyone? How are you?
You're not gonna introduce the other 2 guys?
Yeah,
They
all
should know
who we
us by
are.
now.
they know us by now.
We've
We've
been
done
in
like
every
11,
episode, so.
11
Oh, okay.
episodes.
Yeah.
So in other words,
I think we're
nobody's
like
ever gonna
11
listen to
or
this
10
one
in.
first.
So now,
So if someone listens to this one first, then you just stop right now and go back and listen to the other
yeah,
you would
Yeah.
have
You
to?
Just hold on.
you just start with episode
Or at
one.
least just start with episode
You have
1.
to keep up with the storyline. You know?
Yeah,
We'll pause and wait, alright? We'll stop talking for like 11 hours so they can watch the previous or
Right.
listen to the previous ones.
I think it'd be more than that. 9 episodes at
there's like an hour each. So
No,
Oh, I
one
thought
was like
this
an
was
hour and
25
45 minutes.
no, we can make it like 45 minutes. It depends on if we.
I think we should make it like 2 hours.
I think we could if we.
Call
have
in
that
your
many
bluff,
topics.
fellas.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ooh.
All right, someone pick up a topic. All right, Pokemon. What's the best thing about Pokemon?
The name.
The names
The
of
name.
Pokemon. Favorite Pokemon. We'll go around. I'll start. I'll just go Pikachu. Go ahead.
I like the purple one.
Okay.
The first.
Vulpix.
Vulpix. All right.
I don't know. I'm too old for that.
I got a perfect name for a Pokemon.
That's not the question.
Oh, that's not the
No,
question.
it's my favorite Pokemon. 'cause
Well,
I
it's
just
not
made it up.
real.
That's
though.
true, and he can have his own opinion. Smegma. Okay.
Aw.
So, anyways,
It's
Smegma into
Chocodick.
house.
Chocodick.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Chocodick, I
get
got
it.
you.
Yeah.
I choose you.
so I understand you watch a lot of like anime and shit, Alyssa, right?
Not really.
No,
I think
I
because
was
you're
listening.
Asian. That's
Yeah, that's
Came
where
up
it was
racist.
going. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
No,
read
my
manga,
sister
right?
does.
No, because you're like, I was listening to you guys' podcast, and you guys did like a trivia show on it.
Oh, and I like knew all. Well, it's because I spent a lot of time on Hulu Plus, being like, "What anime can I watch?" Because I have no life forever. So I tried to watch a bunch of anime in there, and then I ended up just watching like 2. And they're not any of the fun ones that people want to talk about. Like, people always be like, "Oh man, you watch Full Metal Alchemist?" I was like, no, but
Is that the one with the 16 dicks on the monster?
I don't know.
That's the only one I've ever watched.
I've only seen ones where they're like, some people in high school, and then there's drama. Some people are dating, and then some people break up, and some people are trying to break up.
So you watched the Gossip
dating.
Girl version?
Yeah,
I
watched the Gossip Girl version of anime, and I found the Gossip Girl manga in the store. Hey, congratulations to me! All right, that was good. that was a good segment. I feel really good about that.
Good one, yeah.
I feel like
all eyes are on you at this point.
That's fine.
No.
That's totally cool, but I'm like, I don't have anything fun to say about anime. I wish I did. I wish I was like, oh yeah, man, that one with the monster is dope.
Yeah, the one I was talking about with all the dicks on
With the
them.
dicks,
yeah.
the dick monster.
Yeah, I think that's the only movie they ever made that's anime, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, only one ever.
Dude, I gotta admit, I had like a ton of fucking the anime porn. Like my
Hentai?
girlfriend at the time, she was like really into it.
Wow.
Yeah,
The
actually,
tentacle porn?
Was
Yeah,
she
yeah.
a real
Yeah.
girlfriend or was she a cartoon?
yeah, she was a real one. Yeah, she was a real one.
She was like super into it, like she was in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like
super
literally
into
there. She was like virtually there. Yeah. We still talk on Twitter.
Tentacles.
Yeah.
Why?
What is a tweet?
What is a tweet?
Yeah, I have no clue. I've never had a Twitter account before.
What? I barely use mine, to be honest.
I have like all these apps and they're like, oh, you can sign in using Twitter. I'm like, what happened to Facebook? Like,
Dude, what happened to MySpace?
Yeah, fuck that.
Didn't Justin Timberlake buy MySpace?
Guess how much he bought it for? Like $30 million.
Oh, good for him.
Horrible investment.
Yeah, right?
Fucking horrible investment.
That just tells you how rich Justin Timberlake is.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, do you want to spend $30 million on something that's not worth $30 million? He's like,
Hell yeah.
why not?
Why
I feel like it's a
Tax
front for
write-off.
something else. Like now you can buy drugs off there.
It's just a
It's
drug
like
mule.
drug transactions.
Every
MySpace?
page you scroll past.
Yeah.
I'm still mad
Cocaine, half
that
off.
Tom never changed his picture. It was
Yeah.
that same
Still a
one
thumbs
where,
up
Yeah.
one.
yeah, where he's thumbs up and it's like he's kind of like turned around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a picture of a random guy. Dude, when I made my MySpace account, I was super excited because I was like, oh shit, I already got a friend request. And come to find out that was like the
Fucking
creator. Yeah,
Tom.
it's fucking Tom. And then I found
Who
out,
the fuck is this creep?
Yeah,
You don't even know me.
Yeah.
You're way older than me.
Dude, I gotta
I'm not
admit,
into it, pal.
I think I still got my MySpace, and he's like still in my top 8.
Wow, I don't have
Yeah.
my MySpace anymore.
Really?
Which is, I'm super bummed because there's like this one time I was like out at this bar and somebody got stabbed. And
This is a great story already.
it's a great
So far.
story. It's a
Definitely
great story
related to
too because like
MySpace.
somebody got stabbed and like they had like they took him outside of this bar and it was like they were trying to like wrap stuff around him while he was bleeding and then like the paramedics came and like took him and the firefighters came to wash off all the blood. But before they washed off all the blood,
Wait, what?
I laid on.
Firefighters show up to wash
No,
off
that's what they
blood?
do. Yeah,
Really?
'cause there was so much. There was so much blood, and it's like a biohazard thing, so they can't touch it.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So they put it
Well,
into
yeah,
the water
like
system?
HIV and stuff, right?
Yeah,
didn't know
so,
it was, like,
but
hose.
I took all of these awesome photos of me laying next to the blood, like it came out of my head.
Oh,
And, like I had
shit.
just blown my brains out, and I remember doing it, and the firefighters and the cops were like, "Get away from them! You can't do that." And I was like, "What are you talking about? I can do whatever I want. This is I'm not breaking any laws. I'm just taking some fake suicide pictures to send to my mother." and they're all still in MySpace, but I closed my
man.
account.
Yeah, like if you go back on MySpace and shit, like you recognize all your fucking photos. Like I have a bunch of old.
I
photos
hope so. I
hate.
hope you recognize
I
them.
recognize.
Oh, it's
all
been
my
a long
old
time.
photos. Yeah, I was
Who
like,
is that
no,
young man?
Yeah, like my face is like catastrophically horrible. Like when I go back, like I did a little bit of MMA.
What,
on
like
the
3
side.
months ago?
Yeah, like 3 months ago.
Okay,
So-
sure.
So like,
What drug is that?
what's that?
MMA, MDMA? you mean?
MDMA,
Yeah.
hella ecstasy.
I
Speaking
think
of,
that's what Forrest Griffin is on.
yeah, he is definitely. That's what caused him to retire. Actually.
What's Forrest Griffin?
Thank
Uh,
you.
It's actually a forest in Germany. You've never
Oh,
been there.
yeah.
so you don't-
That's so weird that they put it like after instead of Griffin Forest. It's like how Spanish
Well,
people put
yeah.
the thing that describes a
It's-
thing
I don't.
after.
It's German. I don't know. Understand
Right?
that.
What's the deal?
It's about like a forest with like a bird with wings, but it also has a beak thing.
Have you ever been
Like
there?
Griffin?
Yeah, like a
Where?
griffin.
Bit-
Forest Griffin.
To the
That's what
Forest
it is.
Griffin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it Forest, Griffin? Like this is the Forest Griffin. You know what I mean?
I see.
Any grammar people in the house?
It's not a phone
Oh
book.
no, it has
It's not a
a.
phone book. It's a
There's
map.
only like one Asian. There's only one Asian she knows. It's hilarious. Anyway, it's like a horrible transition. Well, I'm working on my segues. Dude,
Anyways,
no,
not
And
necessarily
if you guys can't
Scott.
see this, he is literally standing on a Segway right now.
I'm working
Segue.
on it.
I'm working on the transition. It's so hard because like I'm like in front of comedians that are like better than me. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
these
it's like-
guys?
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think the hardest part about the Segway transition is stepping off the Segway. Because if you don't do it right, it falls forward. And then,
But do you know that guy died on a Segway?
yeah, didn't you like Segway off a cliff or
Yeah.
something?
They call that the Segway to heaven.
Boo.
Ouch.
Super boo.
that's hilarious.
How do we know that guy went to heaven? I
would get
know.
kicked back.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
he's
to
just
make
trying
this
to be
dark.
optimistic. I mean, come on.
That's true.
No, but that
Yeah,
guy,
benefit of a
that guy
doubt.
actually was an amazing inventor and invented a million different things. That was fantastic. He used to go on those things those things went 45 miles an hour. Like there's a thing.
Why?
talking
Why?
about?
I didn't know they
Safe.
went that
What are we
fast.
talking about?
The inventor of the Segway. Like he also
He
invented-
went 45 miles an hour.
Oh,
The
On a
inventor of the Segway could run 45 miles an hour.
He did. He
It's
was like a
impressive.
cheetah.
Absurd.
Superhuman.
He was part cheetah.
Cheetahs can't even run that fast.
You don't want to.
Oh,
you don't want to meet his
really?
mom.
Really?
Is that true? I
Yeah.
thought they could. Then I just lost a bet. I just bet like $100 yesterday if cheetahs could run that fast, and I will not be seeing that money.
Was that our date money?
I'm sorry.
Fuck, I pay again.
So anyway,
Why is this so late? Why can't we find a happy hour right now?
Dude, every hour is happy. If you're around.
You guys.
Me? Me.
Yeah. So how come you guys all wear black shirts? What's going on with that?
I don't like wearing white shirts because I always like wash it with multicolors and then it gets like that.
It gets
Weird
pink.
bluish.
But it's not a rule you guys have. You have to wear black.
No.
I just like wearing black because I like looking mysterious.
Well, when I got initiated into the band, they told me every time I show up, I have to wear a black T-shirt.
Oh, right.
I didn't
forgot
even know
about
you
that.
guys were in a band.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
Surrounded by music equipment.
Well, what do you play in the band?
Dude, I don't play.
Oh,
any
he's not
musical
the band.
instruments. I'm just.
He's
a
not in
host
the
of
band.
Why
He's
did,
not been invited.
That guy.
why did you guys kick Lionel out of the band?
Yeah.
I was not. I didn't have any musical talent. I had like.
Oh, you should have
That could
been
be a
the, you
handler.
should have been
The
the
keyboard.
singer.
Yeah, I
Should've been
tried.
the singer, yeah.
I tried to be the singer and I failed miserably. I was like, God, is that my voice right there? I sound like.
I
like
should do a
shit.
podcast instead.
Yeah, I should do a podcast instead.
If you
It's more
hate my
easier.
singing voice, you'll love my
You'll love
talking
my
voice.
podcast. You'll love my segues.
What about that guy in the Mighty Mighty Bosstones who doesn't do anything and he just dances? You could be like that guy.
Oh,
You
man.
could.
I could see him doing that.
You
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
be a hype
I
man.
have the energy for that.
Yeah, you could be a hype man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but
just
this,
have to-
Yeah.
is
Hype
everyone,
man.
Yell
is
random
everyone in your
stuff.
band white?
Dude, there's-
Do what?
Is everyone in your band white?
Yeah.
You don't want to be dancing around for white people.
That is terrible.
Yeah, check me out. Yeah. Fuck that, man. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even dance around for
We
white
would look
people.
at him sideways.
I'd be part of the band. I
Yeah.
could be. You
You should be their
Dude.
manager.
I don't really
Manager.
Oh,
Ever since
yeah.
someone
Yeah.
smelling a
Anything.
manager? I am.
It's like in California Dreams. Like, everybody needs a manager, and then he gets to be on the show, too, just because he's a manager.
Yeah, just because
And
I'm
he
the
doesn't
manager.
do anything.
It just like automatically gets me a spot for no
Yeah,
reason.
it gets you a spot on the sitcom. You guys have a sitcom, right? This is how bands work.
Yeah.
Sitcom.
It comes up the
Here.
territory.
You guys all go to high school, and then you play at the coffee shop. down
I'd
the
watch
street.
that.
You do.
I do watch that.
Nice.
So anyone perform at Third Street? You guys? No.
No, I
No.
couldn't get on the list. Guess why? Jealousy.
What?
That's my new thing. If I have a bad set, or if someone doesn't laugh at my jokes, it's jealousy.
That's why you
Yeah.
couldn't get on the list.
Jealousy.
It's because they're haters, right?
Dude, I'm scared of 3rd Street, to be honest.
Me
I
too.
feel fucking nervous.
It's the
when I'm up
new
there.
4th Street.
Yeah.
And we all know what happens there.
What happens on
Not
4th Street?
anymore.
Oh, I see.
Can
Yeah.
you hear that over there?
I get really
Yeah.
little
We'll go
skin on skin action.
hardcore.
Yeah.
Just raw dogging it.
You shouldn't be scared of 3rd Street, man.
Yeah, why? Don't get
Yeah.
scared.
No, you know what it is? It's like
What is it?
I feel like
Sorry.
What?
No, because like where I was sitting in the back, I couldn't hear anything for what anyone like when we went to go see it perform that one time. All the like I can't where I was sitting, I couldn't hear anybody. It feels like the energy was losing.
I think Chris
in the
was
room.
talking a lot that night.
Probably.
Yeah.
Then no pressure, man. Like no
Yeah,
one can
no one
hear
can
you.
hear you.
No one can
It's
hear
like
you.
you're talking in like a box
Vacuum.
that like David Blaine would hang out in by himself. It's like soundproof. and
Yeah.
shit. It's like then if no one can hear you in the back, you just do this. You're like, hey, let me hear from my homies in the back, and then nobody says anything. Then you know they can't hear you. You say whatever you want.
Yeah.
And then you start talking
And
about
just
them.
Get
igno-
crazy.
No,
What
just
does that do
ignore the
back
people
there?
in the front.
Yeah.
Talk to the people in the back.
The people in the front, fuck them. Why?
Hey, this is all the people in the back who can't hear me. The people in the front are pieces of shit.
like,
I don't know. It's like as soon as I get on stage, I forget every fucking thing that I write.
Then just
'cause
maybe just
wing
roll
it.
with it.
I do. I try it
Gonna-
anyways.
gonna free
I
ball
fucking- Yeah, I get Scott every time. You know, like every time I come up there, I have my notes on my iPod, and then like for some odd reason, I leave my iPod in my car.
You know, also, with the Scott thing, and this is what I've been thinking. You know how it's like it's either Scott if you're really good or Scott if you're really bad.
Yeah.
I just assume that I'm always doing really good when I hear Scott. That's what I think. Like Scott, you're
Be
welcome.
optimistic.
Oh, I've never heard
For those
it.
who don't know what Scott is, you want to explain it?
oh, it's the chant that we have at Waterfall. That's named after a gentleman named Scott who showed up and he had the worst set anyone has ever seen, and it was like pretty racist. Probably made people uncomfortable. I don't remember most of it. I do remember him being racist. I don't remember if he was racist in that set or not. But he told like one joke that we all like laughed at. So then when he left the stage, we just started chanting Scott. So now like Scott is a chant that we do to be a little either very kind or very sarcastic. Most of the time, very sarcastic.
Yeah.
It's like a yay, you did a bad joke, but we
Yay.
want to participate.
Yeah.
It's like
Except for me. When I hear it, it's always good. And if people don't laugh at my jokes, it's because of jealousy.
we should. So
Wait,
now,
so we're not jealous because we just laughed. They are.
yeah, we're so
Yeah, nice, cool black shirts,
I
bro.
chuckled. I
Yeah.
chuckled.
Oh,
High
chuckles.
five.
Couldn't hear it.
Blow, virtual
We-
high
My
five
attention
over.
span's about this big right now. So,
Dude, this is gonna be on my.
What are you
space,
compensating for?
everything.
just everything. You're just like, I'm so sad we have a
okay.
trade deficit with China. I feel I must compensate.
So what are you guys gonna do for Groundhog Day?
Well, who knows? Well,
Whoa.
it depends.
Yeah.
I only celebrate if this motherfucker comes out of the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I was thinking about it. I was like, dude, I was thinking if the first Groundhog Day, like they were trying to figure out what kind of animal to use. I'm pretty sure they got like one guy to go check out a bear cave because he kind of like comes out of the
And
hole.
and if you come out of the bear cave,
Yeah,
it's
6
there's-
more weeks
yeah.
of summer.
there's a couple of weeks of summer. If the, I don't know. I was thinking about it. I was thinking, whoa, I lost my headphones.
Yeah, you're good.
Am I good?
Stop playing with the cord.
Yeah, yeah, sir.
Whoa.
I like.
Yeah,
no, I
bro.
seriously did lose them.
Oh, well,
That's cute. You just
I'll
keep
just work on
talking.
it.
Anyway,
I can hear you, bro.
so anyways, like, what were we talking about? Fucking Groundhog. Day?
Groundhog Day,
Groundhog
and
Day.
bears.
Oh,
lions.
anyway, I was like searching online, and then
chickens are
turns
mine.
out that Groundhog Day is only 39% accurate since like 1871.
Mhm.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
You're saying that looking at a thing crawling out of the ground to determine weather is not an
Yeah.
accurate way
Yeah.
to tell weather?
And yet we still celebrate it. Isn't that like hysterical?
Do we
Well, I
celebrate?
Does anybody?
I don't.
celebrate?
Yeah, I just.
Well,
I
I
don't
just
have
don't
to
believe
If
believe
someone
it.
comes in and says Happy Groundhog Day,
Yeah.
Dude,
it's
I
like,
got a
oh
groundhog.
shit, it's
Huzzah!
Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
There's shots.
Yeah, why not?
Shots.
Fucking shots, Groundhog Day, holla.
You know, Christmas is about a guy who comes down your chimney.
Yeah.
And we still
True.
celebrate
And-
that. I just can't.
well,
believe
It's
it
about
drops
a
off
guy
presents
dying.
for your kid.
Yeah,
or
when he
getting
gets
bored.
stuck in the chimney.
Yeah, isn't like Jesus born in June too? They like prove that over the years.
I think
thought it was
they.
in
I
March.
think actually over the years they
I
proved
know.
that Jesus didn't even exist.
Yeah, I heard he was black too, and he wore beats. Ah.
I'm just so stressed out that Groundhog Day is coming up so soon, and I still haven't gotten my mom a present.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't
so
get my mom
stressful
one
for
either.
me.
Well, your mom died on Groundhog Day, didn't she?
Hit by a car.
No, unless you're telling the future, which is very creepy.
But
I
I just think it would be great if you bought yourself a present on the day your mom died for the rest of your life. This is for you, Mom. Beats by Dre. I deserve them.
Is anyone gonna buy Beats? I'm curious. Is that like the new thing?
No.
No, no one.
No.
They're
It's
way
on
too
campus.
expensive, right?
They're way too expensive, and like they got all these basketball players that advertise them.
Yeah.
I don't fucking watch basketball, so I don't know who half the motherfuckers
Dude,
are.
who
so
plays
it's like,
basketball with headphones?
I don't know.
Apparently they
Who
do.
does that?
Fuckers who want to listen to cool jams.
yeah.
Dude,
Because they
they're
always
like,
show them like on the sidelines,
They're
like,
like,
rocking out.
yeah.
It's like
I'm
I
fucking
don't know
going
who
to
the
the
fuck you
hole.
are.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
That sucks that they're like so bored of the game that they're in that they sit down and
It's
go,
not
I
they're
need to
bored,
listen to
just-
my jams.
It
Yeah.
adds to it. It's just
It
like-
does.
It's like
It does.
until they start
Does
listening
it?
to
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin or
you never
something.
just put music on to like amplify something, like when you're doing it or something.
I don't think so.
No outside music.
Not like yeah.
I don't want to hear anything.
Oh, here's
Is that a dog barking? It's over.
Did that groundhog just come out of its hole? This thing is over.
one time it tragically backfired on me because like there's like Spotify and they're like good sites where you have like where they actually like have quality recordings of shit, and then there was this other one called, I think it was called like Soundhound or not. No, it wasn't that. It was something with a dog in it or a shark. Groove Shark. It was Groove Shark. Had some sort of
Dog.
animal. Sorry. So anyway, I was listening to Groove Shark, and then if you like pull all of the of just one band, it'll get all the shitty recordings that people have from like live concerts
Whoa.
and all their crappy like horrible remixes that like some fucking idiot did in his basement, and then like. So I
Does it
remember,
have to be in his basement?
I don't know, because he doesn't have a
Is it
cool
his
ass
attic?
studio like you guys.
Or an attic?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like-
an attic. Like, come on now. He's
We
gonna be underground. Get it?
Boom.
Boom.
But once I was like with my boyfriend at the time, he's like, "Yeah, put on whatever music you want," and then I just grabbed every Interpol song, played it on Groove Shark. Turns out
That's
some
depressing.
people, yeah, some people. I know. I don't even know why I was like, oh, Interpol. This is gonna.
It
rev
has the word
everyone's
pole in
engine."
it.
Yeah,
And that's the turn
it has
off.
the word inter.
Interpol.
And
Intercourse.
Yeah, it makes
Interpol.
sense. The
But-
2 and 2 go together.
No, like the worst, like this terrible concert recording came on, and he was like so flat in it, and the I was
He was
dating-
so what?
No, in the recording,
Oh.
it was like the singer was really flat, and it was just like a really horrible recording of them. And then I remember like my boyfriend at the time like getting up and being like, "This sucks," like pulling his wiener out, and just being like, "This sucks. I have to change."
I like
this."
it that he got up and then pulled his wiener out. He got up and then he was
She
like,
dated him for a long
Yeah.
time.
He's like, oh, I forgot that.
I guess he
Hold on.
pulled it out first and then got up. I don't know. I guess it
Do you think that that's really what happened, or do you think there's other things going on? Like,
I think
he's
he's
like,
like-
she's not moving.
how am I gonna get out of fucking this girl? I just this is a horrible recording. The quality of this recording is horrible,
Yeah.
and I cannot.
I cannot
can't
focus.
I'll call
with
you
this.
tomorrow. I'll call you tomorrow.
I know he's just
I'll call you on Groundhog's Day.
he entered and realized like, oh god, I can't fucking Interpol fan.
Yeah.
This is gonna be terrible.
Yeah. That's hysterical, actually, yeah.
Interpol fans?
Interpol
I
fans.
feel you.
Word.
I remember I was in a room with them and we were all watching Interpol and I was like, oh, what's the deal with these guys?
I'm gonna
So
take one of them
crazy.
home with me.
He won't get mad at my crappy
Yeah, exactly.
recordings.
I'm available if you don't mind Interpol songs that are recorded in basements. Thank you very much.
So, Kevin, what are you doing for Groundhog Day?
Probably at work.
Oh, shit, we work Sunday, huh?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
When
You-
is
you're-
Groundhog Day?
I was
Sunday.
Sunday. Your guys'
Oh.
business is open on Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah. It fucking
Thanks
sucks.
a lot, Obama.
Do you
Yeah.
even work in America?
Me? Yeah.
No, I commute. You know,
He just
He goes to Hawaii
Yeah.
every day for work.
That's
and comes
America.
that's
back.
still America, sir.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Oh,
Stupidity
can we
at its
loop
best.
that? Is there any way to loop that
We're
real
gonna
quick?
loop it.
Instant replay.
I
Yeah,
forgot about
if
that
you,
Sunday.
I'm
Maybe
sorry
that's
you
why
guys
he
work
thought-
in New Mexico.
Maybe he thought that's
The
why
new
there was
one.
the issue.
The
with
new one.
Obama.
The new Mexico.
The new one, because the old one wasn't up to par. Yeah, it happens, especially on Groundhog Day. Anyway, there's like an awkward silence. I love the awkward silence. by the way.
As he drinks water.
So, anyways, when was the first time you performed, PK?
What, oral sex?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a couple weeks ago. But I liked it. I'm planning on doing it
it's
again.
alright. Dude, when I did it the first time,
Yay!
when I did it the first time, I didn't
Good
know
for
what the
him.
fuck I was doing.
Well, the very
Most
first
don't.
time I performed, I was like 19 years old, and I entered a comedy contest, and it was about.
We're talking about oral sex, right?
Well, that's what I call comedy.
Okay, all right.
But I had I was dating this girl at a time, and she was like, "Oh, my ex-boyfriend's in town, and he's performing at this place, and he does stand-up." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And she's like, "We should go see it." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then so I went there, and then they were like, "Hey, does anyone else want to tell jokes?" And I already heard this dude's jokes, and I was like, "Man, fuck this guy." So I just got up on stage and I started telling all these jokes, and then I won the. It was like a contest, and I had never even like planned anything or did anything, and I ended up winning this contest. And then the guy, I think he had a crush on me, but he was like, "You should come back next week." So I did like 6 weeks in a row, and then I was like, "Man, I'm pretty young, and I still think like Mr. T is cool. I should probably just chill out on this
Wait.
until I have some real shit to talk about."
He's not cool.
Mr. T's still cool.
I thought he was cool.
He's cool now that he has cancer.
He's got cancer.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he grew it.
He grew it.
What?
Yeah, how else do you guys think
Like,
you
wait.
get cancer?
Oh, because the cells they.
No, but then I was trying to find people to do comedy with forever, and I play music, and I just ran into this guy, and we talked about doing comedy forever, and then we just started hanging out and like using it as an excuse not to hang out with anybody else. And like, like people would be like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "We're gonna write tonight." And then we just like hang out and drink whiskey and like listen to music and just be like, "Cool, no one else is around. This is awesome."
Yeah.
And then like it eventually just turned into some real jokes.
Did you start in Reno?
Mm-hmm.
You did. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Krista?
Oh,
You're way over there in the corner.
I know.
I feel bad.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I have an extra
You're
stool, so
isolated.
that's nice.
Oh, you got like a couple
Sweet
there, at
stool.
least.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
sweet stool.
It's
I
black.
like
It is actual stool. We're not talking about Krista's poop right now.
Oh.
Sweet poop, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome
one all day.
stool. It doesn't even. I mean, it smells good.
No, I don't know. I don't actually feel like I do comedy yet. I feel like I'm still just playing around. I did my first set was last year, April.
Uh-huh.
It was my New Year's resolution to get up and do comedy 3 times.
Was that at the waterfall too, or?
Yeah, it was definitely the waterfall the first
Oh,
time.
okay.
Yeah, and then I finally did 3rd in December.
That's nerve wracking. That one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because
Like
there's
it-
an actual like super hard time limit,
Yeah. And then that flashlight is like. Right
and then
in
you're
your
above
face.
everybody,
Yeah,
which is weird
it
because
feels
at
weird.
waterfall you're
You're the same level.
you're
Yeah.
equal.
Yeah, but when you're performing, it feels great to be above everybody.
I think you have to feel above everybody to want to perform in front of everybody.
What about you, Alyssa? Because I'm curious on when you started comedy.
I started because I went to. Well, I did it at a at a open mic that's like at a coffee house, and because I wasn't 21 yet, and I didn't want to. Because if you're not 21 and you want to go to jokes downtown, you have to like stand outside, and then they come get you, and then you do your set. And then you stand outside to find out if you like lost or whatever.
Oh.
Or whatever. Like that's kind of like the setup. And I had known someone else who I went to high school with, and I remember he was doing that, and I was like, that sounds cold, and I don't want to be outside. So I went to a coffee shop, and so I started doing stand up like basically at this coffee shop, and then I started hanging out with like some of the poets. I know it sounds weird. But, like,
Was it
yeah,
Java
it's a coffee
Jungle?
shop.
yeah, it was a Java Jungle, and I hung out with like the spoken word poets, and then I started going to the spoken word open mic because I was like, hey, it's talking. Can I hang out with you guys, please?
How am I gonna fit that washing machine in my vagina?
I didn't have that joke yet. I had some. The jokes I had back then were like there's some about Batman and then car stickers. I wrote a lot of jokes about like stickers on car windows. But I
don't
just
have any of those. I swear.
you should get some in your repertoire.
No, I think he's actually talking about stickers on his car windows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then you should get some in your car repertoire. But no, that's where I started, and then I was in a comedy troupe for a little bit, and then I was like, oh, I hate teamwork, and then I left.
That was here
Go
in Reno
team.
too?
Yeah, that was.
Okay,
that was
so
right.
all you guys started in Reno. Everyone here.
Well, I think I started like when I was first born. I was like,
Natural born
"What's?
comedian.
Do you remember your first joke you wrote?"
Yeah, that was one where I'm like, hey, I'm Native American, so I guess in a way you could say I'm Native American.
Oh, dude, I wrote you.
Not
a
exactly word in that.
Dude, I wrote you a
tone.
joke. I don't think I told you about it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Go ahead, lay it down.
Okay. But
Literally lay it down.
here you go. I wrote this for you a couple weeks ago, but I haven't seen you.
Do you need a beat for this?
Yeah, dude.
No,
get 'em-
please.
Dude, get your backpack, get the beats.
All right, hold up.
Actually, that's gonna throw my rhythm off.
Sorry.
This is
Sorry, my tone's
a
gonna be
very very sensitive. All right, so you're like, hey everyone. This is how
I
you-
like this so far.
Yeah, you're like, hey, everybody thinks that anal sex was invented and perfected by Sodom and the Greeks, but everybody knows that anal sex was invented by Native Americans. I mean, they used to use every part of the woman. They used to not waste any part.
I see. That's hilarious. Dude,
Yeah,
I
it's so
never thought
funny.
of
I
it.
didn't know the first part. And when you were like, everybody knows this, I was like, I don't know
I,
that.
didn't know. I just learned something.
I'm not part of
Dude,
everybody
that's so clever.
anymore.
Dude, how much pot did you smoke when you made it?
I think I ate some soup out of a pot.
Oh, yeah?
But that was it. It was
Nice.
some warm soup.
Pot soup.
Nice.
This guy's crazy.
No. But I was thinking, I was like,
Pot in the soup. That's living dangerous.
I was thinking, I was like, you know who's not going to tell this joke? Lionel, but I'll tell him it anyway.
Dude, I'll write it down.
Please don't. It's not a good joke.
We got it recorded.
I
Right,
just
yeah.
wanted to
Yeah.
say
Dude, most of my jokes always bomb. Like the only one I
every
had,
part of the woman. They didn't waste any part.
They didn't waste
Huh?
anything. There's no time.
Not even the butt.
Yeah, you can't.
The butt of the girl.
That just
Come to
makes me
think of
think
it, there is truth to that.
they ate all of it, and then we're left with the butthole, and was like, might as
Might
well
as well,
fuck it.
yeah.
Boink, boink.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really gross,
That's
Alyssa.
You're really gross,
Yeah.
Alyssa.
Fuck, she got me.
I was just thinking about your soup in a pot. I was just thinking, how do you make soup out of in a pan?
Oh, yeah. I usually make mine on a skillet. Like, I pour it all on there and I just...
Yeah.
Boil it
It
down.
like runs on the side. You're like, oh man, this is not going well. This is not going well.
It works perfect every time.
But it's like muffin tops. Like, I like soup skin. So if you pour it all on a skillet, it's all soup skin. It's great.
Dude, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see what happens if I put soup in a skillet. And just see what
Try it
happens.
with a lot of soup.
I'll
'Cause
try
that's
it
how
with
it
a lot
works.
of fire.
Don't try it with a little bit. Like, dump like 5 gallons of soup on it.
Yeah,
But the
Let's just
skillet
see
has
what
to be
happens.
boiling hot for it to
Dude,
work.
I think that's gonna work perfectly on Groundhog Day. Yeah.
That's how I celebrate Groundhog Day. New traditions are starting on your guys' podcast.
I love that. Actually, I love the way that you guys write. To be honest, like I write a lot of jokes, but they're never good.
Same here.
Like I wrote
Aw.
to that stupid one on Facebook, the one about my mom saying that I need more light in my life. So like I said like what the fuck did I say?
Bought a nightlight.
Yeah, I bought a nightlight.
I like that
Oh,
joke.
I didn't know that was a joke.
Dude, it was.
She took it seriously.
I was
Dude,
like,
what a fucking
like-
asshole.
Actually,
Imagine.
Krista went out and bought a nightlight too. You know, that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah,
You gotta
dude,
do it.
yeah.
Did
I was
you-
laying.
It's pretty. It's like
took me
butterfly.
like It took me like 12 minutes to write that joke, to be honest.
You time your joke right?
Yeah, I timed
Oh,
it.
that's
Well,
crazy.
that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, because
I usually drink 2 whiskeys and then go like, oh, I have a set in 5 minutes.
I was laying down in complete darkness, and I was thinking, what would be funny to write? And I was thinking about my New Year's resolutions, like how we were doing the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, what would be good? I was like, and more light in my life? Oh, well, I'll just take it literal and see what happens. And I got like 13 likes for it, and 3 of them were white, so rock on, right?
What were the other
One of them
ones?
was me. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I literally
Yeah.
thought you got a nightlight.
I thought it was hilarious because I was actually proud of myself because I usually write shit that doesn't get any laugh. And there's nothing more louder than people not laughing. Even though what I'm talking about, it's on Facebook, I can't hear any laughter. It's just the response that you get from it. So, like, the first time I did comedy, it was actually at Waterfall.
Was it?
And yeah, I went to that one place. Where is it at? Biggest little club or whatever it is. That one that's
BLTC.
not.
BLTC.
Yeah, BLTC. I went there. I moved from Yuma, Arizona, and then like I had a relationship that went horribly wrong. So I was like, you know what? I'll do comedy because they didn't have comedy clubs in Yuma. They had absolutely none, and like the nearest Reno you had.
Tragedy clubs.
Yeah. It was like the nearest,
Sorry.
the nearest Reno.
A boo.
You had. The closest city you had next to Yuma was Phoenix, Las Vegas, and San Diego, and all of them were 4 hours away each one.
Oh.
So I eventually moved here, and then I went to the BLC. Was it called?
BLCC.
BLCC.
Yeah,
but like the
BLCC.
locals refer to it as BLTC.
No,
Yeah.
they don't.
I love BLC. Yeah.
Sorry.
So, anyways, I went there, and then they told me that there was no open mics at all. So then I was like, well, I'll just
Do you think
Google
that was
it.
because you're Native American?
I think so.
Sorry, dude. There are no
There are
open
no
mics.
reservations.
There's
here,
a sign
sir.
behind them, open mic night.
Why don't
Yeah.
you go, why
Yeah,
don't
it's
you go
like
to
a-
a smoke shop?
Yeah. We'll buy cigarette. No, sir, we don't want cigarettes from you. Get outta here. There's like a picture of like a Native American with a circle with a slash through it. You know what I mean?
Prohibited.
But the artistry was amazing.
Is it the what's the one with the
Haters
like
look
on
like
the trail?
this.
Like the
Oh yeah, at the end of the trail
yeah,
one.
yeah, the
Yeah,
trail.
that guy was like on
Crossed
MGM.
out,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was crossed out. Oh, that'd be hilarious. At the end of the trail.
Yeah.
No slash. I wonder if people would take offense to that.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
But
wouldn't
I think
either,
now
but
I
I'm
think I
white.
just
Dude,
I think we
Alyssa-
just found your new sticker on your car, your first
Yeah.
sticker.
There we
Yeah.
go. There we go.
No Native Americans crying at the end of the trail.
Crying.
Absolutely, I do not break for Native Americans
Yeah.
crying at the end of the trail.
I think that was like the point where he ran out of peyote. I think like the peyote wore off and he was like in a deep depression because he realized where
He's
he
like,
was at.
fuck, dude, I don't have shoes.
No, he got fucking lost. I think he got lost.
Yeah.
He got lost. He couldn't find Walmart.
I think that
That
what he was
coyote
really
was
sad
fine.
about was like, oh man, 6 more weeks of winter.
No.
It's the
Fucking
fucking groundhog.
groundhogs.
The groundhog saw a shadow. Wait, is it? You see the shadow? Then it's 6 weeks.
I never know. I
If he
always get it
doesn't, if
mixed
he
up.
sees the shadow, it goes back in the hole. Then it's like 6 more weeks of winter.
How the fuck does he know that?
That doesn't
Because
make any
they're
sense.
fucking
It,
smart.
it means the sun is out, right?
No,
So
it,
he can see his shadow.
It
So
doesn't-
therefore,
I
it
think
means
when the
that.
sun is
But
out,
they
it'd
do it
be
exactly
spring.
at noon or something like
no,
that.
it doesn't matter.
No, I think it's first thing in the morning, right?
Well, let's.
Because
Let's
my
not get into
grandma,
legalities here.
my grandma
all right?
always tells me right
I was
away.
Yeah.
gonna say, I think it doesn't really matter, like we talked about before.
Yes.
But I don't know if it's during the day. Of course, he's gonna see a shadow.
Yeah. No, it's a big thing for my grandma because she's from Pennsylvania, and that's like where they always do it.
No, in
Oh
Pittsburgh.
yeah,
so
well,
she
that's
always
where it
tells
started.
me.
It
Yeah.
started
Is it
in
cold?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how like this podcast is like dedicated to fucking Groundhog Day.
Yes.
It's for
To
Bill
the-
Murray.
The
It's like,
hidden
yeah, it's
history.
Bill Murray. I haven't seen that.
I was about to say,
I
like, you
wanted
haven't
to
seen
see
You know
it.
what the best thing about that movie is, and no one ever realizes this, or they never talk about it. It's about getting pussy. It's crazy because like,
Isn't that like most movies?
but this is a special one because people like get lost in the magic of
It's a
it.
special pussy.
But he just keeps. It is to him.
Magical
He
with glitter.
really wants to just have sex with this one lady, and so he's like, "I'm stuck in this day. I'm gonna try everything to have sex with this lady." And sure, he becomes a great person. He learns to play the piano. But finally, when he gets to have sex with this lady, then the days turn back to normal.
It's a magical pussy. is
So
we
what?
just said.
Like, he repeats this day over and over.
Mhm.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, because
This is Groundhog's Day. Jeez.
Well, he doesn't know. It's just like there's some magical thing. He thinks he's a god, It's a magical movie. You should watch it.
You
It's
should.
really funny
It's supposed
too.
to be good.
So how does he know that it's the same day over and over?
Because
Same things happen.
exactly. Yeah.
So he gets like late every day? Is that
No.
what-
No, he doesn't.
No, he's
until
trying
the
to
last
get laid
day.
every day.
So like he wakes up in the morning, the same song's playing. He people will say the exact same things to him. It takes him a second to realize, but yeah.
And
It's like,
the only way
I
for
think
him
it
to
took him a
fix it
day.
is that he has to be
Mhm.
a better person.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he's a shitty person in the beginning,
yeah.
like horribly
Well,
bad.
I
Like
don't
most
think
Bill Murray
I don't
movies.
think he's that bad. I thought it was pretty cool,
Personal
to be honest.
I mean, he's not.
Yep.
He
Well,
wasn't-
everybody's jealous of him, to be honest.
No.
he's not a bad person.
He's not a bad person,
People
but
just
tons of
jealous.
people are just super jealous.
Yeah.
of him.
That's what the last 5 diary entries in my diary say.
People
They
just
start,
jealous.
they just start
They're
with,
just
man,
jealous."
I am so jealous of Bill Murray at the beginning of the movie. Not only is he in a movie, but he gets to be an asshole.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
I think that's gonna be a Facebook.
And everybody
post.
likes him.
I think that's gonna be a Facebook.
What's going to be a
post.
Facebook post?
The Bill Murray, the one. I'm so jealous of Bill Murray. I'm so jealous of Bill Murray. It's gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on Groundhog Day. That's the day I'm gonna put it on.
There you go.
Get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And then
I
people will make references to the movie,
Yeah,
and you'll be
like,
like,
oh, okay.
whatever.
I've
Like,
never seen it. I don't give a
Just-
fuck.
yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I was talking about I'm so jealous of him because I heard he had a huge dick.
Yeah.
I heard it.
So, anyways, I just like friend requested Mitt Romney.
Does he have a personal Facebook?
Yeah.
Did you guys have you ever noticed?
No.
And like this is on the still the same thing, but I was thinking about this yesterday. Like, have you ever heard a black person? They always call Mitt Romney Mick Romney with a C.
Oh,
Like when I was
Mick.
when I was in
MC
LA,
Romney.
when I was in LA and I was like taking the bus to like Long Beach all the time. There'd be like people preaching on the train and everything, but they'd be like Mick Romney, and even in like Kendrick Lamar's song, he's like he refers to him as Mick Romney, and I was like, that is awesome. I don't know where it comes from.
They think he's a sandwich
Mick.
at McDonald's.
limited
What do you
time.
mean they?
I mean those fucking people.
Those people,
Yeah.
them
JK.
Mick Romney.
Mick
I'll have
Romney.
two.
people. Dude, he could totally like invest in that. Like when if he ever like tries to be president again, he could like.
He's got enough
invest.
money as it is.
Yeah, he's
like,
got
come
way
on, let
too
it
much
go.
money. No, I would do that. I would like have a demand a sandwich to be named after me at
Oh,
McDonald's.
that's a
Oh,
good
after
idea.
the
Mick
election
Romney.
night, he had no
That's a
fucking
good-
way,
Dude,
dude.
I would.
Oh man! Before I pass universal health care, I'd like a sandwich named after me
Yeah.
at Mickey D's, the Mick Romney.
Well, if there was a sandwich
If you don't buy it,
named,
you're getting taxed more.
Oh, guess what? There's a lot of tax on the sandwich.
if there was a sandwich made after you, like named after you, what would you put in that?
That's holy shit.
It'd be like,
Like
like,
bread
deep
could
question.
fill it.
like
Yeah.
pot of soup and shit.
Mine wouldn't, but it would be
A
served.
slice of soup
Slice
made
of
on the
soup.
side.
Oh, yeah.
Mine would
Very
come
cold
with
sandwich.
Mine would come with a cup of soup.
I think mine would be like broke ass food. It'd be just like the
It'd be
commodity
ramen
Velveeta
noodles
cheese.
with
Yeah,
fucking
it'd be
hot
like
sauce and ketchup.
and a
two-
photograph of Beat headphones.
Oh,
Yeah. Scott. So what were we
Oh,
going?
I was just gonna say you should put like a piece of a boot in your sandwich.
A piece of
Because
a
that's like a classic poor
buffalo
person.
jerky.
Yeah.
That'd be
That's
hilarious.
true.
Classic poor people eat their boots.
Do they really?
I mean, that's what they used to do.
Cla-
Now they
classic
classy,
ones.
dude.
now
Yeah.
now everyone's on welfare. But before people
Yeah.
used to eat their shoes. Thanks a lot, Mick Romney.
Mick Romney hashtag.
Oh man.
Oh my god,
So what's up with your comedy, bro?
dude, it's fucking horrible.
Wow.
Man, he takes
That's
himself
the
down.
spirit.
hard.
Yeah.
Maybe, if you
Yeah.
if you do think it's horrible, maybe you should take the opposite. Like, do you think you try hard?
I don't know.
I-
From what you guys see, what do you guys think besides horrible?
I've only seen you like
I don't
3
think you're
times.
horrible. I've seen horrible. Like I've seen
yeah.
so much horrible in my life. I don't think you're horrible.
Really? Thanks.
Yeah.
No.
That means a lot.
Like I
You
don't.
remember
Optimism.
Scott?
Yeah, you don't have a chance.
He's the worst.
Blood up, blood up.
I could name like a handful
2
of
syllables.
comedians I like think are way worse
Really?
in the comedy scene.
I-
That is all horrible.
That really means a lot because I can imagine when you guys leave, they're like, "Dude, that fucking guy sucks."
He's here again.
You know what? But here's
Fucking
the thing.
Indian dude.
When you leave and you're like people say you suck, it's just out of jealousy, bro.
Yeah.
Jealousy.
And what's nice is also you're not an asshole, because here's the thing:
mhm.
is you can suck and you can be an asshole, but you probably shouldn't be. Both.
But you can't suck your friend's asshole.
Yeah.
That's right.
You can't do it.
Yeah, you don't want to be
Especially
an
on
Elgin.
Sunday. Yeah, you can't do it.
Yeah. So it's like, even if anybody like is not. Wait, what are you giggling? Okay, but yeah, I mean, like, even if you don't feel like you're like up to par or something, like, at least you're not a dick.
At least you're not in
No,
par.
You can
yeah.
you can get better at comedy. It's hard to get better if you're a fucking asshole, and like you might be just an asshole for a long time.
Mhm.
That's
So
what it
who's
seems
like who's
Until
like
the day starts repeating,
who's like
and you
the-
have to become a good
Yeah,
person.
and then when the day starts repeating, you'll become a better person and a better comedian.
and,
And you'll get
fucking
to-
assholes.
Yeah, you'll get to put your wiener in the magic
Yeah.
pussy that makes
You
it
stand up and then you pull your wiener out.
Yeah.
Out of the magic
Because
pussy.
it's just like-
And it's 6 more weeks of winter.
And don't forget to use all of the woman.
Yeah.
Don't waste any
Don't
part.
waste.
Apparently, that ex of mine, his penis was just a stocking filled with yolk, like Go-Gurt or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
just
really
ripped
Oh
it
wow,
out.
yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
It was,
That's terrible.
that's what Interpol
Ex-boyfriend.
does to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like soap, but I mean Go-Gurt. That's so
No,
classes.
No, but at least it's healthy.
Yeah.
And also, you're on the
Flavored.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's
Man,
Hey,
your
guys.
your penis is extreme. Let me grab it from the bottom and work it all the way up.
Hey, man, you got a busy day. You got to go to school. You don't want to have to deal with a penis. It's like, that's not right, Go-Gurt.
Yeah, because it's not on the go.
My balls make the Go-Gurt. The penis just delivers it.
Oh God.
That's so romantic. Let me put some Interpol on.
the
I know,
live
like,
version.
Comes on and it's up. That's Interpol. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
So what?
Interpol fans unite.
I know, let's hang out.
What is Interpol? What is
Huzzah.
that? Is
It's
that
a
like
band.
It's just it's a
Well,
band.
it's actually it's a international
Police force.
police
Yeah.
force. To be
But-
honest, but it's also a band.
yeah.
Federales.
what genre?
I would say shitty.
Shits.
I would,
It's like-
it would be like it would be alternative music.
Like
Was that like
maybe
90s-ish?
indie.
I don't think it
Yeah,
indie. They're signed to
indie.
like a major label.
Yeah, they're well.
So like
Indie
they were indie
alternative.
at one point.
That's
when
how
they
they
were
all
brothers.
started.
They're like hipster weird.
Yeah.
Was this
stuff.
during the 90s ish?
No, it's
No,
this
they-
is
they-
2000s.
This is 2000.
Are they
Oh,
Native
so it's
Americans?
2000. No, they weren't.
No,
No.
they hate Native
They're-
Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
completely
okay.
again. I like
Have
how
you-
we're just like
did-
spreading false.
Do you know about that
information.
sticker, like the end of the trail?
Mm-hmm.
They all have that on their
Yeah.
their guitar cases.
Yeah, I was gonna
Guitar
say
case.
guitar
We got the
cases.
tattoo.
The
on
drummers,
the
the
back.
band
on the
logo
front.
on the drum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right on the drum head.
Yeah.
No into the trail crying
No.
here. Sissy. Why don't you go back to your own country? You know, I met a Basque
Stop
guy.
giving us turkey.
I got in an argument with a Basque guy once, and it was horrible. Like, we were both drunk, but he was like 20 years older, and he was like pushing me, and I just was like, you know, just talking about Basque people, and he was like, "Oh, I'm Basque," and I was like, "Why don't you go back to your own country?" Oh, I forgot you don't have one.
Oh.
And then,
Oh.
and then he just got up and left, and I was like, "Ooh, he is going to be waiting for me outside."
Yeah, with a
There's
fucking
gonna be
ski
headlights
mask
and a lot
shit.
of blood.
Yeah.
And then you could say you basked in your success.
Ah.
With the joke. Hey, I'll see myself
Boom.
out.
Yeah.
All right, get out of here. Wouldn't that be great if that's how we had to leave? Alyssa, I'm out of here, guys. I'm not going to top that.
Toodaloo. Stomp, 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 stomp. Open door. Clunk. That's shutting it.
That's shutting it. Sound effects. Amazing.
Yeah.
3D.
I don't have coconuts to make them.
Oh, some.
Yeah, all right.
A recording of
That's
ourselves
pretty
doing that. That's great.
That's good.
That's what you call
Oops.
the coconut.
Oh,
pop?
that's
Yeah.
your new opening music. What's that?
It just is, dude, like a minute and a half. Just like this. I'm like, what the fuck are we listening to, dude? Are my beats in tune?
You gotta get it tuned.
Yeah.
I'll do beats tuning. $100 a piece. $100 a piece.
So how many of you guys use pot? I'm curious. Like when you get writer's block. Because I smoked last night.
How do you smoke it? You roll fat blunts, bro?
No, I smoked it out of a pipe. We smoked it out of a pipe.
Because I like to smoke blunts, man.
Really?
Well, I haven't in a long time, but like back in the day, it was like I loved blunts because I like rap music and I like to do like I don't
Like Dr. Dre and shit.
Not really so much like some East Coast
Wu-Tang
like,
Clan.
I like Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang. Hell yeah.
But I like some dudes like walking around in Timberlands with some fat bubble goose on,
Yeah.
smoking blunts.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
Wu-Tang
It
shit
sounds like a
right there.
pimp.
Wrong coast.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like I just smoked some pot last night, and then I was like,
Humble brag.
humble. Brag. It's very humble.
Why
I
are you
have-
dropping drug names, man? Yeah, sure. I did methadone yesterday.
Dude, there was a guy at work. He was like confessing he did meth. I was like, that's not something to be proud of. He was like really
confessing?
proud. Yeah, he's like,
You guys
He
have a
was,
priest
yeah,
at
no,
your
he was
work?
going
Yeah.
to the HR manager, and they had this little confession stand where you can't get in trouble.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I was
Yeah.
like, that
John should
exists?
have that.
I was-
Amazing.
She's like,
He was-
what?
You know. Oh, I'm
It's next to
sorry.
the bathroom
Confession. I
stall.
thought this
Yeah.
was the suggestion box.
confession and suggestion
Go
box.
fuck yourself.
But he was like working really hard. He's like, dude, I just done meth, and I've been up for like 3 days. I was like, you've been up for
Ew.
3 days? Yeah.
And I haven't eaten.
And he still has all his
and
teeth,
my
and he was
shoes
like
looking
bragging
pretty
that
good.
he still had all his teeth.
Yeah, that's because he's at the beginning.
Yeah, he's.
But I
He's at
bet
the
you he's
beginning
had a
stage.
few cavities.
Well, I just meant like it's like the homeless guy with the suit. Like, it's gonna get worse. You don't brag that you have a suit now if that's all you got. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like 30 years down the line, he's still gonna have the suit. He can still brag. It's
He's
just
not gonna.
He's
live
not gonna be able to
great.
brag
I
very
was gonna
much.
say he's not gonna live for 30 days. Did you say 30 days or 30 years?
Good point. Good point. Unless he eats his shoe and gets a Mick Romney.
This is Mick Romney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a piece of a boot on there. I've been eating
Rare.
this way so long. I've developed a taste for it. Your homeless palate needs to be a lot better. I feel like.
Dude, PK.
Mine-
They don't eat
Yeah.
J's though. That's
They
what I
don't.
hear. I guess J's are too expensive for him.
Oh, you know what about that song, which is funny? It's like I was hanging out with this girl and it's like J's on my feet, J's on my feet, and she's like, "Why does this black guy want chains on his feet?" And I was like, no, it's Jordans. Jordans.
Chains.
God damn.
One of
That's
my
rough.
one of my coworkers
hysterical.
said it sounds like he's Miley Cyrus is saying peed on the floor instead of my feet on the floor. Yeah, it's all bad. He's like, yeah. So why is she peeing all over the floor?
Oh Jesus.
This is Interpol.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's enough.
I think we
wait.
just lost half of our audience.
Wait, the one guy?
Yeah.
This
So
music
he
doesn't
just-
sound good. I'm taking my penis back.
Sounds flat.
So like,
Oh, that was a good recording too.
so,
Isn't it awesome that my music or that music I put on like countered the music that just started playing?
Yeah.
yeah, you can hear it.
I think that's Interpol.
Possibly. Yeah.
That's it. They're right next door.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
a Reno band, you know.
Yeah, they might.
Man,
Reno local
they've hit some
represent.
hard times.
They've seen better
About
days.
Reno.
They've seen better days.
They're like, the rent's cheap here at least.
Yeah, it's cheap here. Sunday's fucking Groundhog Day, right? So who's up for the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know anyone that's in the Super Bowl.
Dude,
Oh,
this
I
year it's
actually
like
am.
two
I've had
teams
ground
out.
beef,
Dude.
but I've never had groundhog.
Ah. Yeah.
I don't know anyone in the Super Bowl either.
I have this theory.
Yeah, right.
Is that how you rolled out of your weird conversation, like your Super Bowl?
Yeah, isn't that weird though?
Yeah.
Smoking like a fat Super Bowl.
Yeah, isn't that weird though? Because like Washington and Denver, Colorado, they're like the both states that legalize weed, and then all of a sudden they're in the Super Bowl. Wasn't that like a post?
It was a Facebook.
Oh,
So
I'm
it's
sure.
definitely a
Yeah.
Reddit post.
I'm sure
yeah.
it's like something.
Yeah,
It
someone
sounds like
posted up.
something somebody would say.
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah. So, anyways,
So yeah, so
I'm
you-
having problems writing jokes.
Well, you know what you should do? Like, that's what I was talking about before. Like, if you think you're trying too hard, then don't try at all. And if you don't think you're trying,
I
I'm
don't
just
know
saying
about
go
that.
a different. I'm just saying go like a different aspect. Like if you're like also, you know what's really worked for me and really helped me is like having like a writing partner, like and finding somebody that you can bounce ideas off. You know, because you might take your jokes so far, or this is the type of person I am. I can take my like. I like talking to people because I can say something and someone could just add the tiniest idea like change the punctuation of something, and then that just adds so much more to me.
Yeah, it's weird too. Like if you just change like one adjective to your joke, it like makes a different reaction every single time. Like if you just say bitches or you say dirty bitches, it's like even just that.
They're both sexist.
Like right
That's
there,
crazy. They're both
relaxing.
sexist, but one is funny.
Yeah, but one is funny.
I rolled my eyes on both.
Child abuse or fucking child abuse.
Yeah.
Only one of them is funny.
Just that one word like changes the whole entire reaction. That's what's so weird about comedy. Like my biggest influence has always been like Bill Burr or like Bert Kreischer. Who else is really good?
That's it.
Yeah.
You covered them all.
Yeah.
And if you don't like the other people, it's because you're jealous.
Yeah. I think Dave Chappelle's really, really good. Whatever happened to him? He fell off. The
No,
world.
he's doing a comedy. He just didn't want to be Eddie Murphy, so he's like, I'm gonna take a break. You guys can keep your money.
Yeah, he like bounced to like.
I'm gonna
Africa.
quit to focus more on not being Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
No, seriously. But then, like, you think back, you're like,
Wait, he isn't Eddie Murphy. I think back and think that all the time.
well, I think about like, thank God he isn't, because who the fuck is Eddie Murphy now?
Whatever
like,
happened to him?
He's
in
a donkey
Dreamgirls.
now.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
like.
you mean
one
he
of-
was in Dreamgirls like 8 years ago?
Is that when that came out?
Has that really
Yeah.
been that long?
I'm just saying, now he's a donkey.
Still
Never
haven't-
watched that movie, so
He is-
Yeah, still haven't seen it. Still
I
new to
haven't
me.
seen it.
don't even.
Dude, I want to watch Magic Mike. Has anyone seen that movie?
No.
No.
Wait, the
I'm not-
stripper one?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I
I've
was
been
hoping I
told to
could
watch
get
it.
something from it. I wanted to watch it.
I feel like you should focus on like things that are a little more current.
What?
Yeah, that's like Netflix. Like 3 years later, the movie's like on Netflix, and you're like,
Well,
maybe I'll watch it now.
Do you think you're gonna really like Magic Mike?
No,
I can see him into
Then why
I
watch
know him
it?
dancing.
No,
Is this a special
I just
episode?
want to see if I would like it. 'Cause I don't know if I
You're
would
trying
like
to figure out if you like dudes.
it. I'm in the midst of
I
that.
thought it was about
It could
magicians.
I was just thinking like Matthew McConaughey took the part because like he wanted to show off his body. Like that's.
He
like,
never
the
wears a
only
shirt
reason.
anyway.
Yeah, he never does in any of his movies. I just think it's like another excuse to.
Yeah, and in that new one where he plays like the gay guy dying of AIDS, he doesn't even wear a shirt either.
I just
wanted to
felt like
show off your
almost all of
AIDS
his
body.
movies are on
Your
the
AIDS
beach.
body. That's
Huh?
genius.
Almost all of his movies are on the beach.
I know. I just saw Mud. It was on a beach, and that was a good movie.
I saw
did
Sahara
not.
and I was on the beach.
It was a huge beach.
I
Yeah.
saw the beach
Yeah.
and it was on a beach.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I never saw the beach. You guys.
But you saw that movie Beaches about 400 times,
No.
I think his best.
I've
movie,
only seen like 3 movies.
I think his best.
and it
movie,
was all anime.
No. It was
Okay.
it
Those
was
were
Hentai.
series.
it was Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, Annihilation, and
Annihilation.
Street Fighter. That's the only movie
Oh,
I've
and
ever
Royal
seen.
Rumble,
about the
all of
Street
them.
Fighter.
I don't know if that's a movie.
That's
though.
not a movie, but it's
That's
very
an event.
it's very important in my
Apparently.
life.
Oh, I understand you're like into wrestling, so
I understand
like,
that too.
hard. Like
I don't
hardcore wrestling.
understand that.
I really don't.
Do you remember on how great DX was back in the day?
Yes
Please tell
and
me you
no, because
What?
I was not a big DX fan.
Did you watch WWF?
Are you talking
I
about
did.
DMX?
Okay.
No, the
I was a big
Degeneration
fan of
X.
DMX.
I didn't like
I
Road.
thought
See
they
that
were
workout
Road Dogg and
video?
X-Pac.
And I was like,
Road Dogg and
boy.
X-Pac.
They
who
were
else
they
was
were the
that?
tag team in DX.
No,
Like
they were-
after
That was Billy Gunn and.
well after they split them, it turned into Road Dogg and X-Pac in a team.
and
But
then,
before that, it was Billy Gunn and Road Dogg. But I don't like Road Dogg, so
whatever.
sorry.
She likes Raw Dog.
Yeah.
She likes it when her boyfriend goes Raw Dog.
As long as he takes it back, right?
Yeah, he just removes his Gokers.
Just like. Yeah. Wait. So what about
Wait.
Stone Cold, and then you got like The Rock, and then you have
That's it.
yeah, that's like it.
That's about
Just trying
it.
to name all the wrestlers
Whatever
he
happened
knows.
to like Goldust? Remember Goldust?
Goldust is still in the WWE.
Is he?
Yeah, he was the tag team champion until the Royal Rumble. And he lost it. What? He actually lost it to Road Dogg and Billy Gunn.
Well, they were a tag team, so they
Yeah.
got a slight
Well, no, he wasn't
advantage.
fighting by himself. He has a tag team partner. His little brother, Cody.
Cody.
Lil
Yeah, that's a
Cody?
great
Cody.
wrestler
Cody-
name. Cody.
Just
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
It was
Give it up for Cody.
So that for this guy, I think he's a fan. Cody.
He just like showed up backstage.
I just paid this guy. His
Well,
name's
like-
Cody.
Yeah, right.
The heavyweight champion's a guy named Randy. That's kind of weird.
Randy.
Randy Orton.
Oh, Randy.
His name's
Orton,
still
yeah.
Randy. That's kind of that's.
He's a Randy.
It just doesn't sound scary.
Is he British?
Is he a
It doesn't,
Randy
it
ass?
doesn't.
Oh.
Jealousy. I hear jealousy. I hear jealousy.
jealousy.
He
in the
is not
room.
British.
He's not
Randy?
British. He's not a
No.
dandy.
No, he's not a dandy. He's just.
I thought he was a
regular.
black guy. When I first I was just kidding.
Randy must be a
Randy.
black guy.
That's how it was.
Randy the black guy.
the black guy.
It's
uh-huh.
really weird.
Yeah, just shows up wearing beats, playing basketball
With J's on his feet.
with
Wow,
chains
that's-
on his feet.
With chains on his feet.
yeah,
That's fucked
you have to
up.
do that.
That'd actually be a really great costume. Somebody should do that.
Wearing
For
chains
the
on his
wrestling.
feet.
And that's why he's so angry, right?
Yeah.
Because he has chains
Like he
on his
just
feet?
found out that slavery ended
Oh.
a long time ago.
Do you
He's
remember
like, wait, what happened?
Yeah. What?
Do you remember like back in the 70s ish? Like
Nope.
No.
No.
I was
I
not-
wasn't even alive, sir.
So I don't remember
What
any of
movie
this.
was it? There was a movie where there was
Back
a,
to
Jaws.
the Future.
Was
Jaws.
it Jaws? That came out in the 70s, maybe.
and it was on a beach, but no Matthew McConaughey. So
Sadly.
I turned it off.
Oh, he was an extra.
He was an extra.
Yeah.
He was the guy in the background.
No,
Yeah.
he was hosting Extra. And we're doing a story about Jaws. And,
So how powerful are the Jaws? Oh, they're very powerful. Matthew.
That movie like always made me afraid to go to the beach.
It did for everybody.
yeah.
Not
Yeah.
because-
Why? Is
not-
it
not-
because the sharks eat
No,
people?
it was not because,
You
yeah.
mean the
It wasn't like
CG?
because the sharks. It was like there's a lot of white people.
Are you afraid of bigger boats and having to need them?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'm afraid of like the water. I had when I was a kid, I almost like nearly drowned. I was a dumbass kid, and I decided
How
to
do you
jump
almost nearly?
Almost nearly.
Yeah, almost nearly.
almost
drowned.
nearly.
So basically, you swam.
So it's almost.
I decided to, for some odd reason I was like 5.
for some odd reason.
For some reason.
Well, it's
It
right.
usually comes
Five-
out to 4,
What's the
and before
reason?
you'll
No,
see
5
it.
is
Some
an
odd reason.
odd reason. And like 4 is an even reason.
That is
So
true.
5, at least 5 is
It's
an
an
odd
odd-
reason.
Yeah.
What's the odd
Odd
reason?
number.
The progression of time. Odd reason.
Time.
So, anyways, I decided to jump inside a pool, and then like by the time I
And there was
jumped
a
in,
fucking shark.
Where's the story going?
I decided to jump in, and I realized that I was 5, and I never.
That's when you realized you were
The moment of self-realization.
like, wait.
I am a
Memory, guys.
person.
Don't judge him.
Yeah.
I was born 5 years
I was
ago.
born 5 because I don't recollect
I'm
anything
this
before
many.
5. That's like a big giant memory I have that I was 5 and I jumped in a pool, and then like by the time I jumped in the pool, I realized that I couldn't swim.
And then
Yeah.
you were all of a sudden 18.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And then I was getting my diploma, and it was fucking insane.
It was insane. Yeah, and then I started cooking soup in a pan.
It was insane.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
diploma didn't really help.
You used it as a napkin. For
I don't
eating
even
your
know
soup.
where my diploma's at. I have no idea where the fuck I put it on. I think I put it somewhere on Twitter.
You got it, right?
Somewhere.
Okay, cool.
He's like,
I actually,
Like,
did
What
you
if he
earn
said
it?
no? Like-
Did you not steal it from a guy down the street?
Yeah.
I actually had a book fine, and I didn't pay, so they didn't give it to me. So the school still has it. I'm like, I got it. Like, if they call, you can call and
It's still there.
check.
You can
Who
go.
wants to have a fucking high school diploma to carry around?
Yeah.
Like, what a shitty accomplishment
Yeah.
that is. Like, you guys, I'll just owe you guys $10, and you can keep my diploma. I really don't give a fuck. I'm just happy to get out of here. College.
I think I have my high school diploma in a box.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I think my grandma has
I
mine.
lost
It's
my
in my
hat.
files.
I lost my stupid hat on the first day because I decided to drive home wearing it. And I was going like 55, and then it flew out the
Did
window.
you have a convertible?
That's what I was
No,
wondering
I had
too.
a sunroof.
Oh.
I had a sunroof, and I was listening.
And
to-
you're
Poor
like,
man's
come on in,
convertible."
son.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
ready
like,
for
yeah,
you.
I'm
Yeah.
ready for you, Carl.
I'm
And then
like
it
a
flies
bird. I'm gonna
Yeah.
fly away. Oh my god, my diploma hat.
Diploma hat?
Diploma.
My diploma hat.
He was playing Interpol.
Interpol. I'm gonna have to like download that whole thing, and then
I actually
I'll
think-
see if it like
I actually-
ruins my sex drive.
I actually hope the song where your diploma hat blew off was not I'm Like a Bird, but it was like, what if God was one of us? Whenever I think about a woman having their personal time crying in a car, I just feel like that's like them calling their mom and just I don't know why that. And then that's the song playing. Like, was one of us. Just a stranger on a bus.
My song for that isn't that one. It's like
I'm
the,
a bitch. I'm a child. I'm
It's
a
on my phone.
It's
Damn it.
no, it's like this Taylor Swift song called "You're Not Sorry."
You're not.
Ooh,
No.
it's,
No.
like,
I don't
it's
know that
just as
song.
whiny
My-
as it sounds.
Mine is Carmen's. There's Other Fish. Other Fish.
Other, and there are
Yes.
right, everybody.
Come on, dudes.
Holla.
Dudes are
Hey.
dicks.
I don't know.
right?
It sounds like it's jealous in here.
There's a mad.
We got a
Was I
half-ass
supposed to-
clap over there.
Yeah, was this
This is coconut clap.
Hey, you guys lock that door.
Lock
It
the
already is
door.
locked.
No one's going anywhere
Turn
until we
off
get to the
lights.
bottom of this.
Yeah, I don't really have a song for I Cry. I think it's probably like Danger Zone from Top Gun.
Goose, I miss you.
Yeah, that's like the best song I got, like when I'm crying.
He puts on his fucking aviators and he's crying. He's like, I'm not crying.
I'm
Yeah.
not crying.
I got
It's
my fucking
fucking raining
aviators.
and
Just
Inside.
sweating
Yeah.
on the
Just
cheeks.
sweating.
And have you ever been driving in your car and your aviators fly out off your face?
His
No, my-
diplomacy
Like
aviators.
graduation.
No.
Diploma.
His graduation
Wait,
aviators.
no, first my diploma and now my flying glasses.
And it was-
Were you
yeah.
driving through a tornado
Yeah.
with the windows
Yeah, it
down?
was- yeah. AC
Welcome
was
to
on.
how does the danger zone go?
I've been to the danger zone.
Down, yeah.
I wouldn't want to cry to that.
No.
It makes you cry happy. That's what happens.
It's also like it's like when you're waiting to get your AIDS test.
Yeah.
That is a
Dude,
danger zone.
It's so fucking scary getting an HIV test.
I wouldn't know.
I done that before, yeah. Luckily, I passed with flying colors.
Yay.
And for some odd reason, I was 5.
Did you
so-
study hard for it?
Yeah, I studied hard, actually. Yeah.
15 hours of study.
Well, he's saying he passed with flying colors, but I mean, every color on the chart showed up, and he's like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, it's not
Literally.
HIV, but...
But,
No, I mean I thought that means that you have it if you pass. I think you would fail if you didn't have it.
yeah, that would have been fucked up if they
You
gave me
came
the
up
wrong
negative.
results. And then I'm like bragging that I'm
I don't
HIV
need to
free.
use rubbers anymore.
Yeah, who does that, right?
I never studied AIDS in school.
You never? I'm surprised.
By how you dress.
Yeah.
You definitely seem like you
You
would.
look like an AIDS expert.
Yeah, I got glasses. And, yeah,
It's
humble
the
brag.
sweater.
It's very purple today.
Just today, yeah, it's the color changing.
Yeah.
Oh, is that one of the
It's
ones that
photosynthesis.
changes with your mood?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
it's a mood sweater.
Dude, I saw someone wearing a Back to the Future 2 hat. You know what I mean? The ones that change colors.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone know it?
I have no
The
idea.
one
sure.
the one that when it gets wet, it dries itself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
I've
I
seen
was
that
just
movie.
realizing I was watching that movie and I was like, dude, that's next year. My coat's gonna dry itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like next year, there's gonna be flying cars, like
And
they-
skateboards.
And
there's gonna be
hoverboards.
hoverboards.
Yeah.
I want the hoverboard.
I want the.
I don't. I feel like I'd break my arm.
Yeah.
I'm really
Just
clumsy.
your arm.
Just the
Just
arm.
really
Just the
clumsy.
arm,
I'd be like,
wrist
no.
on down.
DeLoreans are going to come
I
back.
just want them to
Yep.
fix that fucking clock tower.
Yeah.
How long
they-
has it been?
It's been, it's been like 30
Fix that
years.
fucking clock tower.
2015, and they're fucking broke, or they just don't have the time. Yet they have a time machine to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they went back to fix the clock, it would have never happened.
See, like if you told that joke and you wanted to be super happy, like the clock tower, but they don't have the time to fix it. Yeah, you could do maybe try some sound effects like in your bit. Like,
Sound effects.
yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
Try-
if you sound like you're autistic, people will just clap because they feel bad.
do some jokes where you end like your punchline is because my new punchline is I just walk like an Egyptian from now.
So that's why I love watching you perform, because you're so fucking clever. It's like,
Oh yeah, that's super clever.
That hasn't been done for the past like
because it's the
70
last
years.
thing. It's the last thing you expect.
Well, yeah, but I'm telling you, tell one of your jokes. Tell me one of your jokes that you have right now, a short one,
All right.
And,
Short,
and then after you say the punchline, go. And I bet you it will be hilarious.
All right, go. Everyone, get quiet. Get quiet on that.
I'm thinking
Coming to the stage, you've heard his podcast, and you've seen him on the reservation, but now he's here in person.
straight from the yay! All right, straight from the TP to the studio.
It works, bro. It works.
Just from that.
How do you? Hey, when I was a young Native American and we were mad at somebody, we would teepee their teepees.
That's fucking hysterical. It's just the sound. Dude, I'm gonna start adding that to the repertoire. I'm gonna do that word.
Oh,
Yeah, just and
It
also
sounds like he looks like he's
Yeah.
having a seizure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that at work.
also maybe do it like twice as long as you do. That might be awesome.
That would be at work.
You
Like, what
can-
makes a good day at work? The building don't catch on fire.
Yeah,
That's the
twice
word.
as long though.
You
Twice
can always
as long.
play like a fart machine while you're on stage. Yes, well, I've seen
Oh,
that.
you missed it last.
I've seen that
You missed it
successfully
last
work.
Sunday.
Oh, you missed it. Oh, you weren't there.
Oh yeah, because that'll work.
But that actually
Oh,
was like
you should have
my
ditched
favorite
work for
set
this.
that he had
But I'm
done.
taking. I'll probably come this Sunday because like I gotta take the day off because it's Groundhog Day. So
Do you know? So
Is there a theme?
Groundhog
Day.
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day.
Are you sure it's not the
Shit.
Super Bowl?
Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah,
Super
that
Bowl
thing, too.
slash Super
Groundhog.
So if you show up with like
Ground
a lot
ball.
of weed, we're not talking like that.
No, you
What,
don't
like
want-
that? No, if everyone's
Super
high.
Bowl.
It's gonna be jokes are gonna go twice. So like I hung out with Jim Fleming last night, and he was like, "Hey man, that was so Elgin's set was so great with the fart machine." He's like, "How did you guys work that out?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "No, like you were laughing really hard. How did you make those fart sounds?"
Oh, we didn't know there was a
No,
machine.
he didn't know, and he thought like I was pressing something during his set, and I was like, "I promise I don't work with Elgin." Like I just was laughing because farts are funny.
I thought someone else left the fart machine on for like during his set.
No,
I didn't know he was self-sabotaging.
No,
with
he
his
did.
fart
prepared.
machine.
It was his phone. It
No,
was,
and then he put a speaker on it.
Yeah.
He like prepared. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna get this all ready."
Yeah.
With some farts.
That's a weird thing to do.
But,
Yeah.
Or
So that's like a
genius
prop.
thing.
Yeah, it's kind of,
Yeah.
or it could be just jealousy.
Well,
his
I don't
fart
th-
machine was jealous
Yeah.
of him.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I don't think very many people were jealous because he did a pretty good job that day.
Yeah,
I laughed very hard.
we're talking about Elgin, right?
Yeah.
Elgin.
Yeah.
It's a very common name.
Does he listen
so
to
it's
your
good.
podcast?
I don't think so.
Hello,
I-
Elgin.
Hello, Elgin. If you listen to my podcast, good for you.
If you're listening to
Good
Lionel's
for you.
podcast, the fart machine sounded like real farts.
But you guys are gonna put farts over this, right?
We'll
Yes.
put
In post production.
about 15
Post production takes about like what 10 minutes.
Yeah, so
If
we'll
you-
add about,
If you could just like, because I know Krista would really appreciate it. If you could put farts every time she says something like,
Like Family Guy with Meg. Meg.
Oh, I don't want to be Meg. I don't have glasses anymore.
no,
She
she's
should be
smegma.
Meg.
Smegma.
Meg is in smegma. You can't make smegma without Meg, right, guys?
Oh.
Meg, Meg, Meg,
Schmega,
Schmega,
Schmega, Schmega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you start a chant.
Yay.
So the fart thing works.
Farts work.
That's what he got from the
Those sounds work.
conversation.
But how long can you do that until that gets old? Because it's like
once.
it's weird because it's like
It's one. Yeah.
And even then, it
Live
gets pretty
once.
old.
because like
It doesn't have to be. It could be any sound. It just put a sound in there, man. Freak them out, dude. That's what I do. I just blow their minds all the time. Jealousy.
It reminds
Well-
me of, what is that, Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny? The guy that, he's the comedian that sings on that movie?
Jack Black.
Jack Black? Yeah. Fucking, he always just adds sound effects to everything.
Which one?
Jack Black.
Jack Black.
This is on, right? Like, I know I'm not hearing it. I just want to make sure.
You can hear everybody's mic, can't you?
So where do you
No.
think you have like trouble writing? Like, Like,
writing.
did you just like try like 12 minutes of writing?
He's
that
like,
light-
yeah, I give up.
Light jokes, and then you were like, fuck it, more weed. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
the
so
weed didn't
confused.
He's
help.
like fucking hot Cheetos time.
No, like the weed helped, but like I just realized that I was just spending 2 hours watching documentaries on space.
Well, see, that's
Well, I
where
feel
I
like
think
that's-
that weed
that's
would be.
counterproductive.
Yeah.
So
I always felt like weed makes your like. It seems like it makes your mind slower.
It does.
Oh, yeah,
So
way
when
slower.
you try to write, you're
It
just
feel-
like,
I
you
feel
can't.
less distracted.
Well, it depends. Come on.
Got it.
We can't just bash weed all the time.
No, weed's
Yeah.
fun, but
Well,
not when you're trying to get something done.
Well,
Yeah.
it works for some people. Meth
Yeah, like,
works
if you're
for
trying to-
Adderall works for some people. I'm
That's
just saying.
'cause-
Well,
Adderall
yeah,
is
like if
actually
you're trying
supposed
to
to help
beat
you
the
get
last
stuff
level
done.
of Guitar Hero, like weed will always help.
Yeah, no, for some things.
Well, probably because it slows down your reaction
Like-
time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
instead of going too fast.
But I just remember doing it, and it was like the best experience I had because it was like, for some odd reason, I was 5.
You were
Wait,
vibing
weed or
into
comedy?
weed.
I'm confused.
I had just smoked a blunt and I was jumping into a pool.
And I was like,
And
shit,
my
it's
blood
gonna
got
get
wet.
wet. Yeah.
Yeah.
My
So I
shit's
tried.
getting wet.
Save it.
That's what
Like,
traumatized
Save
you.
it.
Yeah.
That's
but
why he
like-
couldn't swim to safety. Is
Yeah,
he was
but-
keeping the weed
But
up.
look how talented my 5-year-old is. He's holding his blunt up there.
While he's trying to drown.
But it was like, you ever do it and then you feel that floaty feeling? You know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah.
feel that-
Like on a waterbed?
I have no idea.
I think he's talking about an air mattress. bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying, yeah, like you
It's a
ever done
floaty
it? and
feeling.
It's a
floaty
floaty feeling, and then all of a sudden we're like, for some odd reason, Pink Floyd sounded really good. We were
Oh, you
listening to
must
The
have been
Doors.
high.
Yeah, you must have been way too
We
high.
were listening to
Led
The
Zeppelin was
Doors.
over. He's like, let's put on some Pink Floyd.
No, that was The Doors, Riders on the Storm, and then we were watching documentaries on space, and we were trying to figure out on if light has like.
Was there
shape.
Jack in the Box commercials?
No, there wasn't, to be honest.
Were you guys trying to figure out if dogs have brains?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because
No.
we realized that it was snowing outside, so we just stayed indoors. And then we were like, dude, we got a bunch of burritos here. Let's eat burritos. And then, like, by the time it wore off, I was like, shit, I didn't write anything
Well,
down.
duh. Just
Well, yeah,
listen to
you're
what you
eating
just
burritos.
described.
Yeah, you're eating burritos, watching space.
After
and-
like 4 hours, I realized like I didn't even have my fucking pencil. Where the fuck is my pencil?
Wait, who was we? Who were you writing with?
I was writing. Well, I was just by myself. Well,
Him and
you
his
said we the
iPod.
whole time. You said we like 40 times.
Yeah.
It was-
Yeah. For some odd reason.
it was for some odd reason.
some odd
there was
reason
this
he was
person
5.
there. It was me and my 5-year-old self.
He was almost
Smoking
nearly
blunts
alone.
together.
No, I think it's because that,
Dude, you're hitting
that
it wrong.
perspective shift that you get. And I started thinking my life is like a third-person documentary. I'm following myself around. But seriously, there was someone there. It
It's
was
pointing
My,
towards me. It's
my
not
uncle
me.
says things like that. He's schizophrenic. I'm just gonna let you know. You might want to
Yeah,
look
you might
into
want to
that.
get checked.
No,
But he gives you the best birthday presents.
Yeah.
No, he never
What-
remembers.
It's from 2 people.
From us. So yeah, it was me and this white chick, and then I was trying to think of
As a
Solid
white
white
chick,
chick.
I resent that she does not have a name.
No,
no, because
doesn't wanna
I
shout
just
her
don't
out.
want, I just don't
Oh.
want to name her name.
Doesn't wanna
because
shout
Oh,
her
because
out.
she definitely
she's
listens
gonna
to this.
know who she is. Burrito lover.
Yeah,
Barely any white chicks love burritos.
She doesn't want to get mentioned on the podcast, Linda.
yeah,
Name drop.
yeah. She doesn't
So
wanna
you and
get-
Linda were smoking weed.
So
Yeah.
me and Alyssa.
I think
were
her name was
smoking weed.
Beth.
Beth Linda.
Yeah.
Beth Ann. Beth Ann.
Bethany?
Ann Fenity.
Beth
You
and
guys
Fenemy.
wouldn't know her. She lives in Niagara Falls. But
Yeah.
She lives
She
in
lives
the
in
falls.
them.
Yeah, all in the falls.
She lives in them falls.
But I just get like writer's block, and then all of a sudden I'm writing something, and it's like I start. I overthink a lot of things. I'm like, dude, is this really funny?
well, you know what?
Say it
Well,
out
try it
loud.
out. Try
Yeah,
it
just
out
say it
on
out loud.
stage. Like,
You know,
do it on Waterfall.
yeah.
On
But then you
waterfall.
guys already
On Waterfall.
literally on waterfall.
Well, I was.
Yeah.
You know what? I
Don't
do
go
a lot-
It's like a
inside,
type of
please.
ecstasy.
I very rarely like. I just feel like I'm writing all the time. So like, I still sit down and write, but I like to do stuff like for like a long time. I'd like go work out like on a punching bag and write then,
Oh,
and like doing it then, just like think of premises, or like go out and hang out with people and think of premises.
yeah, because
And like if you're just sitting down, that's probably, of course you're gonna get writer's block if you're sitting by yourself and you're like, I'm a 5-year-old in a pool. And, fuck.
My
Did I
phone's
try
wet.
Yeah,
I mean-
it's like I feel that all of a sudden I come to the punchline, then it's like, where do I go from here?
I mean, a
Well,
lot
that's
of good.
the end
Well,
of it.
You just
Yeah,
make
that
noises.
that should be.
You don't have to have a segue. I mean, it doesn't
Well-
have to flow, you know?
Yeah, because it's
Look
like,
at these
well, you
two.
guys heard my.
My
Yeah.
jokes flow.
No.
Yeah, because I need to work on my segue, so it's like,
Did you say they don't flow either?
so I'm
Mine
like,
don't flow.
Yours don't, but mine do.
I hear
Everyone
some-
knows your jokes don't
I'll
have...
just stop and be like, oh, other stuff. Like it's.
With the noise.
Well, see,
It's always the noise,
Yeah.
too.
word Hadouken. So, anyways, I was at a death metal concert, and for some odd reason, I was 5.
That should be your
You know-
segue from now on. That's how you set
a
up
lot
every
of the
joke.
Yeah.
like, I listen to a lot of the good comedians, and they're always talking about like real life events.
You mean
like,
us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I mean, ones that are like performing on Comedy Central and stuff, and they always say they can't make that kind of shit up. Like, you can't just.
Yeah.
write
Right.
about
Oh,
that
that's
kind of
They
shit.
do
that's
make
all.
some of
I-
them.
Yeah, I was like,
imagine,
that's also
because
something you
Imagine
say.
Some of the shit's made
It's
up,
not
but
like-
you know, like,
But also,
here's your fucking. Song.
I just most of my shit it just comes from my imagination, and I like that kind of
That's a
writing.
Magical place.
I think it's better to be relying on your imagination or your mind as opposed to like doing things, because if your life gets boring at any point, then you're fucked.
Yeah, because like,
Like,
then you
go
just
ahead.
repeat your set, Jerry Seinfeld
Yeah, oh,
status.
Yeah, no, well, it sucks. It's like I know that if I'm sitting down and I just want to write stuff, I can write about whatever because I just have like all sorts of different things in my mind. But if I'm one of those people that has to like base it on like, oh, this shitty thing happened to me, I have to like go out in the world and hope shitty things happen to me.
They
so I
were
can go
out
home
of
and write on that.
sausage links,
Yeah.
and then
No,
they were
that-
out of
yeah.
sausage links.
That's true, though, because, like, when I first started, I would pretty much only do, like, my very bad dating life. And now that it's not so bad, I've had to start doing other
so bad.
material.
Yeah.
So
They're
bad.
like so-so.
How bad is it?
I'm paying for dinner. No.
That's recorded, right?
It's on tape.
It'll be
Yeah.
up
But
in
no,
an hour.
Realities.
Because of that, though, it's made me do other stuff because I was pretty much relying on the bad dating stories every single time, pretty much.
Yeah, because I don't really do anything really. I just do like.
Then you definitely need to rely on
Yeah, I'm
So
really into
Amazon.
imagination.
Why
and,
don't you do a joke about like the time you got so high that you started talking about burritos, and then you thought a girl was there, but it wasn't there, and then all of a sudden you were fucking a burrito.
And not wasting the asshole of the burrito.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
both
because
ends
Native
of the
Americans
burrito.
use every part of the burrito.
See,
And then you're eating the burrito later, and you're like, I don't remember buying Go-Gurt burritos.
That went to too many places.
It went to every place we've already visited.
Yeah.
It was a used
See?
burrito?
And then I got up and I took my burrito bag.
I took my burrito back.
Are you like listening to a lot of comedy and stuff?
I
feel
try
like
not
sometimes
to.
that helps.
I try not to because it feels like I'm rubbing
Stealing
it.
their stuff?
Yeah.
Do you
I mean-
steal stuff?
I know.
I don't
I feel
listen-
like if I perform, like if I do,
Like you
Like
perform.
perform.
Like,
Jazz hands!
jazz, it
jazz
has a
hands
little
up.
pizzazz.
why don't you perform like that? Okay,
I-
go
I-
on.
Yeah.
I want to, but I feel like when I do the death metal concert and go da da da, I feel like I'm imitating like a Brian Callen or something like that.
When you
Who's
do
that?
Dutch,
Oh,
what is
Ryan
this?
Don't
was a
worry.
real- but that
Don't
was
worry,
wait.
no one knows who that is.
Oh, he's my neighbor.
That's a good joke.
Yeah.
No, but see, like the death metal thing, you were actually there.
Yeah.
It was there, but
We
it's not
experienced
it
that.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
He was the guy
Well,
that
I mean,
went
I
with.
wasn't there. I was in the
the
mosh
guy I
pit.
went with.
You were the white girl?
He was
Yeah, I was the white girl. I
he
was the white
guy-
girl.
He was the guy that suggested, but
He hated
it,
burritos, though.
It didn't. I fucked a burrito, but he was like, he was the guy that
I
was
fucked
there.
a burrito butt.
But
There's
Fuck
a
a burrito,
premise.
'cause
There's
you
a
can't
premise
waste
for you.
it.
I fucked a
Nice.
burrito butt.
I fucked a
But-
Go
burrito's
on.
butt.
Go on. But it's not 100%.
There's two ends
correct.
of the burrito.
Well, and you never know which one's.
Right,
Wait.
there's a lot. But it feels,
You know how you're gonna have to find out. Fucking post, bro.
you have to.
You're gonna have.
That's because you.
It's good
you
you're
just
doing
came
hand
up with
motions on a
that.
podcast.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
'cause no one
eventually
can
get
see it.
video, dude. We have
Eventually.
We're gonna there's gonna be like 5
All
cameras.
my
One
Boston
just
buddies
right
with
here.
their
I hope
Right
like all the girls' cameras just.
here.
That's where 2 of the cameras are.
Oh no.
Oh, also,
I wore
ladies.
pants, yeah.
Also, ladies, there's a camera in the bathroom. So
Oh yeah, we regret to.
I
inform
assume
you
that every single
after.
time. So I
How-
try to pee as prettily as possible. Doesn't
How
work.
how creepy was this place? Like when every time I
Super
ask guests out
creepy.
here,
well, that's why we
I
all
always
decided
feel
to
like-
come together.
Yeah,
yeah,
because
we're
no one's
like,
gonna get annihilated.
we don't know any of his friends. It's gonna be awkward.
Yeah, I tried.
Apparently, we're gonna go to a labyrinth.
When I first walked in, I was like, cool, they're going to make me listen to their band. Just check out a couple songs.
Yeah, just real quick.
He can play a guitar really well. I mean,
Nah,
he's
I suck.
insane. No, he's really insane. That solo you do on the Mexican Ninja.
Oh yeah, by the way, don't look at that board of our songs.
I love
Creepy
it.
Factory.
No, Creep Factory. I like that
That's
one.
appropriate.
Yeah,
And it seems true.
and it's kind of
Read
funny
about
because
this place.
it should be closer to Undesirable.
I like that
Just
you have
like-
Joe Walsh up there.
Oh, wow.
Creep
Who's
Factory
Joe
sounds like something I would
Saga.
say.
Yeah,
Talking to- Like, oh my god.
Oh, I thought it was a
Like that.
song named Joe Wall.
Yeah,
Life's been
that frat house is
good.
Creep
It
Factory.
is.
So far.
Hell yeah! I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
No one does. No.
He's one
It's
of
a
the
white
Eagles.
guy thing, I guess.
What's Creep Factory?
I'm Chilean, bro.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Is Creep Factory like a reference?
That's right.
to
It's
something?
internet. We can be anything.
This place.
Oh, it's this
I'm a
place.
Jewish girl.
I wish it was
Oh.
Creed Factory. I'd like to know where they were made.
Creed Factory.
Creed Factory.
They just keep making them.
They just.
What-
I assume
Just
that's
keep
gonna
rolling
be-
out those
They're going to be
hits.
like dots. Like they just made so many in the 70s, people are still eating them. Pretty soon you're going to just be like, oh man, there's so many Creeds.
There's a lot of Creed out there. Gotta listen to them all.
Oh
They're like
shit, are these
Pokemon.
some of your lyrics?
Yeah. Oh.
Not our lyrics, our singers'
Sure
lyrics.
they're not.
Like I didn't write.
Sure
it.
they're not.
So
Sure, just tear
Yeah, I
it
didn't-
down.
Don't-
There's
don't
one
take it
song
down.
called
I just want to see it
Number
real quick.
10. We shortened it up because I didn't want to write the whole thing out. It's When Wizards Eat Midgets.
Oh,
This
is that the
is
whim?
calm
Yeah.
before the storm.
You're
The ocean
very
now
close, by the way.
starts to transform. Water recedes. I see your waveform.
Do you need a beat drop?
I got it. I got it all.
There we go.
The people push you down and shove you aside. Clawing at the hope you will survive.
trample all the weak. Take what they can. Like a stampede.
Of a maniacal motherfucking man. A nightmare from which you don't awake. Ow!
See,
And then-
he's a good hype man. I feel like you guys should get him on your.
I think it's, dude.
I think it's just Groove as hype manning.
I
Yeah.
like this. I think this is good.
Oh well.
You got a
then
lot of
well, our singer listens to this, so he'll.
He'll appreciate
He
that.
does. Hi,
There it
singer.
was.
Oh, hi, singer.
He was actually a
Hello.
guest on one of our podcasts.
Yeah.
I was
Two
gonna
of our
say.
podcasts.
You should introduce. Oh, Lisa loves singers.
Sad. I hate everyone.
I hate everyone equally, though. It's like, it's not like one certain kind of person I hate more than another.
That's not me.
I hate particular people
Yeah,
more.
me too. I hate like.
Oh, no.
For example, I hate you.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
I hate religious people.
I hate assholes. That's who I hate.
Whenever
Oh, so you
anyone,
hate me? Okay.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever asked you to
I
tell
feel like a lot of
joke?
guys like assholes.
Or
though.
like when
No, like
People
personality.
that tell you
Sorry.
that
or
joke.
like has anyone
Gotcha.
ever like
I
asked
took
you
that
to like
too
to
far.
tell a joke?
Yeah,
Or
they're like, "Hey, you're a funny man. Be funny."
Yeah.
Like one of
Oh,
those.
that's the
yeah.
worst.
I hate those fucking people.
My boss did that to me the other day, and I was like, "You're a dick." Like I
always
don't know
ju-
how to say
I always
that
just
without.
say the same thing. Like,
It's
well,
hard
do
to
you
be
believe
funny.
in God? And they always say yes. I'm like, I can't tell you any jokes.
I always.
I don't have any jokes that you'll like.
I started. At first I didn't respond to that. I'd be like, oh, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
And then like for a while I started to like just be like, okay, well here's a joke. And then the last time it happened, like I told one of my favorite jokes, and then like this person just like looked at me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and was
what
like-
you're setting is
happened.
not right.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, I was like, that one is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
he was like, oh yeah, I'm sure it works better on stage. I'm like,
Yeah.
you want to hear the fucking joke, you dickbag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it
What
was just-
consists of a bag of dicks?
you,
Heaven.
You named it. It's a bag and it's got dicks in it.
Yeah. Pants bag of dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a
like-
Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
It's like clear.
Well,
it's
I was
like.
thinking
also
more like
a
bindle.
pillowcase.
However
like-
you
yeah,
carry
yeah,
your
it's like a
dicks,
bindle.
I'm not gonna judge anybody how they
You know
wanna
what I
carry their
hate?
dicks.
I hate when women get on the mic and they talk about carrying dicks. They don't know the first fucking thing about carrying a fucking dick. Yeah! I'll tell you right. Did we tell you guys how to go to the kind of college?
$2.
You know, I love going to the gynecologist.
Do you?
Fellas? It's so awesome. I carry so many pussies inside of my pussy. Fuck that. Also, I hate female comics. So
There you go.
I
Boo.
just no, I don't at all.
Oh, I was like,
But
damn.
Krista the other day, she was just like, she's like, this is why men hate women that are funny, and I was like, no, I love
The
women
same
that are
article.
funny. I
Yeah,
just
right.
never have met any.
Yeah,
Yeah, where's my rim shot, bro?
Yeah.
Do it real quick. Do.
Actually, both of these ladies are so funny.
Yeah,
I've
Oh,
always
that's
been a
nice.
fan of
She
Alyssa,
is.
hardcore.
and I think Krista is so smart and funny too.
Yeah, everyone here.
He
Everyone.
still
in
wants a
this
good
room-
dinner tonight.
Everyone in this room.
Right? He just really doesn't want to pay tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone in this room is really funny. Like,
Except
I
for
see
those.
you-
No.
No,
Oh, yeah,
I'm not a
thanks.
funny guy at all.
Whoever
Not
wrote
with
those
that
lyrics,
attitude.
that shit is
Yeah.
really funny. You guys should have him on here.
It already has
Twice.
twice.
Did he read? Is that when he wrote the lyrics?
I don't know.
No, he wrote the lyrics like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I timed
Did
him
he get
into.
broken up with? So he's like writing a lot of lyrics lately or something.
No,
The
Nah.
ocean.
no.
No, we forced him. We pegged him down, like put him up against the wall, and we told him that he has to
Ooh.
write lyrics.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Oh, I thought that
you
was the
should
start
do
of
the
a
same
porn.
thing with
I'm
him
sorry.
for jokes.
Oh yeah,
There we
Yeah.
go.
Right?
Good idea.
Yeah.
Pin him up against the wall and be like, you have to write some
fucking
fucking
write something
joke.
about burritos here. Fuck it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to use all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna microwave it first. So,
Don't.
Ooh, but then it might be really cold in some places and really hot in others.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
just like real women.
Yikes.
Oh.
High five.
He wouldn't
That's
know.
not a deserving high five.
No, I'm just giving high five.
I know, but I can't let anybody hang.
No.
Even if I hate the person. They're like, they're
Look
like,
how bad he wanted that high five. You guys see that? He
Yeah.
wanted it so bad.
I felt bad. I didn't
I
want
need like two.
Look how bad he wanted that
Wait.
That's a low. Oh, I thought for sure you were gonna pull
Drumming way over there.
drum dog.
As
Yeah.
breaks stuff.
Trying to not hit the hi hat.
No,
Oh,
because
I
I
just
like
wish it
I
was
like
a
being a
cowbell.
positive person around people. I
Just
don't know what
wish
it
it was
is.
cowbell.
It's just my thing.
I decided though this is like, I think I'm gonna quit comedy. I'm gonna start a detective agency. I figured out last night. It's
Really?
gonna be called Lobster Dogs,
Oh shit.
and there's no mystery too small for us. Like if you like who farted, we'll solve that one.
You guys need a logo?
How do you find
I'll make
that?
a logo.
Yeah, Lobster Dogs, please, please.
Lobster.
So how do you find who farted?
Well,
and,
you
like-
first of all you isolate everyone, and then
Then you
start with
extensively
and then
interrogate.
You interrogate. I mean, we'll do
was it
everything.
you?
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Do you use the who smelt it dealt it rule or?
We use
No.
everything. We use all of the tools.
I think
okay.
it's the person who left who dealt it.
The person who left
It's
it.
not the person who smells it, because sometimes people can smell better than other people. But the person who just like took off out of the room.
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
usually
usually
the.
Like,
person.
I know what just happened. I'm leaving.
Sometimes, like, I'll be that asshole that'll close the door, like if it's open.
Oh.
Turn the
So
heat
then
on.
it's-
I had
so then
this-
it circulates.
I had this amazing idea. It's like you're that guy who farts right before the elevator closes. And like when you're on the
And
exit out,
make
and
sure
there's
it's an
people
audible
behind
fart,
you,
too, at
and
that
then
point.
you fart, and then you leave, and all of a sudden they just get sealed off, and they got to go like 9 floors high.
Why don't you use that?
That's a great.
No one
Yeah.
laughed.
That's a good
Oh
one.
no,
When
but
did
can
you
I
say
add
that?
a little bit to it? You could be like, "That's one way I fart." Here's another way. I just pretend like something's horrible and be like, "I have to tell you something. Could you please sit down?" All right, take a deep breath. Okay, I just farted, and you breathed it in.
Oh,
Anyways,
my
though.
God. That's fucking hysterical. Because I can actually picture you doing that. It's like, I don't know you.
No, can I tell
And
you
just-
something? Lock that door, guys. No one's getting out of here until we figure this out. Lobster Dog Detective Agency.
So you
It was you. You keep doing it. I'll do that. I'm asking the questions
That was
here.
not as climactic as I thought it would be. Like it just turned out. You're the one who farts a lot. Like
Yeah, sure.
there's
You're
no
blaming
clues
me.
and stuff.
Jealous.
there's no clues. There's no evidence. There's like-
Well, I'm gonna need to see everyone's underwear.
So, like, do you have to, like, caution tape the place off, or how does that happen? Because it
Normally,
spreads.
well, I have like another team. I'm just like the main detective. Like I have like another
that
team.
guy
I
that's
call
on
it.
the-
It's the Horatio
the
Kane
guy
of the
that's
group.
like in the fucking has the mind detector thing that detects the origin.
No, he's the
of
guy
it.
in the bad
smellometer.
detective
Yeah.
shows where he takes off
The
the glasses.
smellometer. Yeah. Hey, Bobby, can we please get the smell of meat over here to this podcast studio? Yeah, the perp, he's either wearing a black shirt, and we're not even sure if it's a fart. It could be a queef. So. All right. I know. Yeah, she's okay. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
She's okay.
Bobby's
could
always
be a
asking about my
queef.
mom. It could be a queef. Oh,
It can be sometimes, but those don't really smell very much.
well, who cares? Why? It could just be a sound that we're looking for.
Oh, okay. So someone made the sound. Then you just follow where the sound goes. In
Yeah.
this case, it'd be
Oh
really
yeah,
easy
like it's repeating.
because you.
It just keeps going off like an alarm.
No, but Alyssa has a talented vagina. She can throw her queefs.
She
can
in places
throw it
that she
out.
doesn't want it to be.
I'm gonna make it so it sounds like it's coming out of someone else, like into someone else's microphone.
Oh,
And I'll be like, listen to just play his track. Just play his track. Yep, there it is. There it is.
Sound like a horse.
That's what they sound
Coming
like.
into the stable.
Wait, queefs aren't horses? Okay, I don't know what we're talking about.
How come you only want to have sex with me at the stables? No reason. I get jealous hanging out with all these horses with their big dicks. How come you always want to have sex here? No reason.
See, that's clever, dude. I
That's
like
it.
the way it's like comedy. This is clever because it's like the last thing you expect, and you're like,
He's still doing
how
it.
the
Still doing it.
fuck do you like think of something like that?
So just
It's
magician.
So weird.
You might have to smoke.
Less weed. Yeah.
Right?
No, what
Sober
happened
thoughts
is
are best thoughts.
I only smoked just one, just like two.
Just
Just
weed.
one.
Just one
just
weed.
one weed.
Just
The
one
whole
weed.
plan.
Just one more.
It's huge,
one.
though. It's huge.
Yeah.
No, that was
I
like
can quit
3
anytime I want.
I only drank one beer. It was a cake.
Right?
I tried beer.
Just
It was
one
in
more.
20 minutes.
I feel like I perform worse with alcohol.
I feel like you should be in those
Probably.
like Dare commercials.
Yeah.
What, your
I
dick
only
gets all
smoked
limp and
once.
stuff? Lots of dudes perform worse.
Dude, I do. It happens.
It's the shrinkage effect.
Is that what you tell the girls?
I was gonna say,
Exactly.
I don't know if it's the
No.
shrinkage effect. It's just the non-growing effect.
Yeah, that's what sucks about being a guy. You're just like stuck with what.
That's
you
what sucks
have.
about being a midget too. Is a non-growing effect.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah,
yeah, tell me about it.
I'll
Jesus.
never be able to reach the top shelf.
Yeah.
I hate
You
when
guys.
I hate when these guys get behind my.
has anyone seen my ladder? Hey guys, do you mind if I cut this
Hey.
broom down?
He was trying to tell a midget story.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, so every time like these guys get behind my set, they have to shorten my stool because they say that I'm up too high.
Would you say that you have a long stool? You better pinch it off, pal, before it gets away from you.
I should have worded that better. My throne.
The
Oh,
throne,
that's what it's
son.
called.
Oh, now we're supposed to
Drummer's
worship
throne.
you?
It's a drummer's throne.
I know, I used to have a drummer's throne. You mind if I sit behind a kid? I'll teach you a thing or two.
So,
Dude, I'll show you my triples.
so has anyone in this room ever fought a midget?
No.
No.
I've actually never even
Wanna leave?
seen a midget.
I've never seen one in person.
I've never
Yeah.
seen one either.
I verbally
They're rare. I'm-
assaulted
well-
a midget.
I'm
Good
skeptical
for
of their
you.
existence. I haven't seen any.
She had an attitude. All right.
Why? What was she
Oh,
doing?
it was long story, but
I actually know
She
the
didn't
story,
want the
right?
$20.
She walked into the room and she had like a sombrero hat with chips in it, and then in the middle there was dip, and you could dip it in there.
She
But
said it was
you
for
were
a
like-
science
You were
project.
like, I asked
didn't
for
think
mild
right.
salsa. This is some green shit that I don't care about.
No. It was,
And then you were like, "Are you staring at my dick?" I'm a real person.
hey, I'm up here. Eyes up here.
But it was a good
No,
party.
it was like it was that situation.
It was a good
basically.
party.
It was an excellent party.
It was.
Fucking PK.
Till I woke
Damn.
up on the roof.
So
With a
then-
midget? We fought a little bit, but then as the sun came up, we really made up.
It was a real passion.
Yeah, it was
That's
exactly.
where the song.
So you
comes
got in
from.
a fight.
No,
and
I
then-
verbally assaulted her. There's a difference. I didn't fight her.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
He just called her
It
a mean
sounds
name
like
and walked away.
She didn't fight back.
Shorty.
Yeah.
So you fight back, yeah. Then you realize she was 5.
And she was drowning in a pool.
Dude, that's a good joke right there. It's like, so I got in a fight with a midget, but then I realized she was 5. That kind of has potential, I think.
Yeah, you'd be like,
Yeah.
I
You're gonna have
got,
to
It's an
work out
interesting
of that.
concept.
I got in
Yeah.
a
No, it's
fucking
good
fight with a
concept.
midget.
I fucked
Fucking-
him up, and then all of a sudden,
And then
realized
all
he
of a
was
sudden, then
5.
kindergarten got out. And
I
No.
realized he was just ditching kindergarten.
yeah. Yeah, or something. I mean,
And then I realized his cries for his mom were real.
Yeah. I started beating
That's
the shit out of
clever.
this midget, and he's just sort of saying, "Mom, Mom, please help me."
I realized that he was
Had a really
5.
high pitched voice.
Dude, that's clever. That's going somewhere. We're like, all 5 of us are like writing it. Hold on,
There's 6.
I contributed nothing
Actually, Alyssa came up with the premise and the
Of-
bad punchline.
of fighting a midget. I don't think I
I'm
came
actually
up with
looking
any
at
punchline.
Alyssa's notebook right now. And
It's like midget fight. Turns out they're 5. What's the deal?
why is this midget wearing a diaper?
That's how. That's how I would deliver that joke on stage. I'd be like, "Yo, guys, check it out. Midget fighting. Turns out it was 5. What's the deal?" And then I just stand there awkwardly
And then you do this. Huzzah!
for like 20 minutes.
Why don't you just leave out the midget part and just be like, I beat the shit out of a 5-year-old the other day.
This is how it went down.
That's how it went down. This guy was fucking serious.
Dude, this fucking 5-year-old came up to me.
Yeah, he
Just skipped out of kindergarten real
how,
quick.
how can you word that? So I fucked up this 5-year-old, right? And then I
Yeah, just say that.
No,
That's
I-
it. Just pause for a second.
was
Yeah,
saying,
hey,
And
you
then,
guys-
that was my time.
Fight.
Thanks so much.
I'll let myself out.
I abuse children. Yeah, seriously, I fucked up this 5-year-old the other day. Kicked the fucking shit out of this kid.
That's what you're
In
bragging about.
Pokemon.
Exactly.
And then you do this arm thing. It sounds great on a podcast.
No, but
and then you like go off
Swinging the
stage.
arms.
Yeah, see, swinging arms.
Yeah.
That's like my. I've been dying so hard to.
You've been
One dying.
I've been dying. But
Is that like a new Asian
that one
market?
where like I come out and I'm
Yes.
like, "Hey, who here likes to have sex
Oh, yeah, yeah.
with your sisters? You stupid fucking idiots!"
Comedy challenge.
But I
You just feel
I,
like somebody would take offense to it.
no, I normally just do it. That's how like I wake myself up in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm brushing my teeth and I'm like, "You fucking morons!"
I don't think I ever told a joke that anyone was offended by. Has anyone? Like, oh,
You've
it's
offended me many times.
I actually don't believe in that, so I've never.
Like,
I
it's
got
like,
so-
what are you
screamed
doing?
out by a
at-
fat lady.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
outside of a bar.
Was that your zero joke?
No, it was my front butt joke.
Oh.
What was funny
She had
was
one.
she saw me tell it at like some, I think it was like at a coffee shop. Yes, it was at the coffee shop. And then she saw me at a bar and was like, "Hey, I want to talk to you outside." And then she got like up in my face and was like, well, she was just like, "I really don't like that fat joke you tell, blah blah blah, and we shouldn't be tearing people down. We should be raising them up." And I was just kind of
I wish I could raise you up, you fat bitch. But I think I need a fucking
Forklift.
Well, at one point she was like trying to do the whole like we're all the same people thing. She was just like, "Are we not sisters?" And I was like, "No, diabetes doesn't run in my family." Hey yo, a boogity boogity boo. I just did that for a while. No, she. That's all I did. Boogity boogity boo. But yeah, so I got that lady was really offended. And,
Really?
yeah.
But now that you guys are friends, and she comes out and sees you every night.
Hi.
No, she did apologize a couple weeks later. Like,
Yeah.
I saw her at some other event because she's like another.
Did she say sorry? I got my fat that day, and I was
Just trying it out. I was taking it on a test drive.
She was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, it was a really bad day," and I was like,
Yeah, that's
and I was
usually
like,
what it is.
"Yeah, it was a really bad day because it was a Friday night and you were in a bar by yourself on Facebook.
Oh.
It was weird." And she
yeah.
brought it on a laptop.
Oh.
Phone.
Oh.
She like brought in her laptop to be on Facebook
I
in
know,
a bar by
I
herself
know
on
who
a
it
Friday.
is.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
We'll talk later.
Okay, I was gonna
All
say.
right.
I was like,
Just
"Don't
tell
whisper in
me.
my ear. I have headphones."
I
on. Whisper into the microphone.
it is.
Yeah, we know who it is, Brad.
Actually, Lobster Dogs just discovered who it was. We've done our
On the
research.
case.
And,
Episode 2.
Yeah, we're on the case.
Okay, worst she ever bombed? PK.
I've had a couple good ones. I had a great, fantastic bomb. a nice blacked out bomb at Great Basin once.
Oh, is that the one where you hit someone with the microphone?
I hit
Sorry.
someone.
Yep.
I hit someone with a microphone. It was pretty fantastic.
Yikes.
I had a
Hernia.
I had a pretty good bomb in LA at an open mic. It was one of my first. There was like so many people there too, and I just told the filthiest jokes. Oh, I had a great bomb at the Laugh Factory.
The Laugh Factory in LA?
Yeah,
Whoa.
Patrice O'Neill had just died that day, and all of my jokes were about Patrice O'Neill.
Oh, no.
Shit.
And there was one guy laughing hysterically, like, and no one else.
It was Patrice O'Neill's ghost.
But towards the end of the set, I was like, I mean, it was like 5 minutes on Patrice O'Neill dying, and literally it had just been hours. Like people were there like crying because they knew him, and like, but and I was just like, this is gonna be funny, and
And it
I don't
wasn't-
feel bad about it, but I was like, why are people upset that I'm talking about Patrice O'Neill? Like, it's a horrible tragedy, but like, when Richard Pryor burned himself, set himself on fire, everybody was talking about it. I mean, his ears must have been burning.
Oh, that was a long setup.
Well, but it's been like a couple years since I told it, but that was a pretty fantastic bomb.
Yeah.
I didn't get asked back that night to
Alyssa?
perform there.
Alyssa? What was the worst bomb?
My worst one was in Mesquite, Nevada. It was at a
Barbecue?
it was at
that a
barbecue
famous
joint.
Dave's?
Oh wait, no, that's not the worst time I've had hot wings. Sorry, we're not talking about that. No, I was working this route of it's like a bad one. It was like Mesquite and Laughlin, and I had a headliner who hated me, in Mesquite, it's all basically like an older crowd. It's like a lot of old people, and that's like the group of people I don't resonate very well with. And I died like the most horrible death in that in there. And what sucks is that like I could tell I was bombing like 10 minutes in, and
Whoa.
I had 20 minutes more to
Oh,
go.
no.
And it was really funny because I was like, do you guys like filthy jokes? And then they were like, yeah, tell filthy jokes. And I'm like, oh, these old people, they probably don't want to hear filthy jokes, but they
Yeah.
asked me to tell filthy jokes. And so I started telling I have a set of jokes that are making fun of something like an old lady comic kind of thing, where it's just talking in hyperboles about how floppy my vagina is. It's so dumb. That's what it sounds like. But it's like a joke about like the 40-year-old woman comic who are like, hoo hoo. That's how like they
okay.
that's what they talk about. And I did that set, and that only made them more angry, and it made them the crowd didn't like him that much. The headliner hated me so much that he called the booker and told them that I shouldn't get time at the next place. And so the booker called me and said that we're cutting your time in half in like the next place I was working at. So like that was pretty bad.
Cool, as long as you don't cut my pay in half.
They didn't.
Right,
I was
that's great.
like, oh, they didn't dock my pay.
Same pay half the time.
Yeah, but actually they didn't end up docking my time at all. And like because the next night was in Laughlin, the sound guy was like, well, I run it, you're gonna do 30. And I was like, okay. And they actually they were all right with me in Laughlin.
30 minutes is a long time. That's a long fucking. I could barely do 5.
Also,
Yeah.
I'd like to change my answer to my worst set ever. Is I don't think it's happened yet. I'd like to stay. I want to
That's
stay
true.
Yeah,
optimistic.
exactly.
Your
Yeah,
worst
no,
sets
no.
are ahead of you.
Yeah,
not behind you.
For the whole 5 minutes.
Paul,
Dude.
your time's getting cut next to waterfall.
So comedian challenge. Like how about we should go to 3rd Street and just make noises for 5 minutes. We'll sign up and then get on stage to be.
Oh shit! I didn't sign up today.
It's
fine.
God damn
Just try to
it!
text them.
yeah,
It's,
Text
I don't
Pat.
do that anymore. Fuck
Dude.
Pat, dude.
Pat is like on the podcast.
Jealous.
Dude, Pat listens to it too.
I mean,
Pat.
I love Pat. No, but
But
I feel
only
bad.
texting.
If I don't get it in, I don't even ask him anymore.
No, I'm just
feel
kidding.
like
I
he's
don't know.
tried to.
I don't know if he listens.
No, but I feel like he's like got me in so many times, so now I'm just like,
Well, you
Yeah.
might not be filled yet. I mean, at least
who cares?
at least put in the minimal amount of effort. Like,
All right, Krista, worst you ever bombed?
I think it was like it wasn't my third time. It was like my fourth time because I had the New Year's resolution was only do it 3 times, so that's all I was really excited about. And then I was like, I'm never doing it again. This fucking sucks. And then, like a month later, I was like, I want to do it again. And again, a lot of my jokes are about the awful dating story. And it was an audience full of guys, and it was just Alyssa. And like 2 jokes in,
An audience full of guys. It was just Alyssa.
No,
Just me,
no.
one guy.
she was the only
We were at
girl.
lunch, and I was like, "This is not going well."
It was today. It was weird. No, but she was the only girl in the audience, and she had already heard like my 5 jokes at the time because I was still writing.
I see, yeah.
And anyway, it was really awful. They didn't get any of the jokes because they're chick jokes for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting better, but
She
at
was
the time
like,
they were really
"Oh,
bad.
So in my period, what's the deal? And then all the guys were like, "Yeah."
Yeah, no, and it was like the
We
second
get it.
joke.
I don't care
complete-
about punctuation.
The second joke, and it was completely silent, and I looked around and was like, oh, fuck. And then I was like, I'm up here. And I just kept going. Like, it was, like, you guys are going to have to listen to me anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it made me think about how to deliver to the audience, because I'd
Yeah.
never thought about beautifying
Special
my jokes.
delivery.
Yeah, I think the worst I bombed was at 3rd Street. It was like my second time, and then I just showed up at 3rd Street. I was like, Pat, I'm here.
I'm here.
Yeah, I know
Queer.
you don't know
I
me.
need beer.
I need beer. Nah, I
I'll
showed
shed a
up.
tear.
I showed up, and then you know how he always has like 10 or so like that?
Yeah.
Whatever it
Yeah.
is. One guy, he didn't show up, and then he's like, well, I'll put you on first. I was like, I gotta
Oh,
Oh,
first.
yeah.
yeah, I was like, dude, I gotta be honest. I didn't write shit. So I just went up there, and then the only thing I had was just the stupid about a Native American being there's like no actors. You know that one?
What about Rodney Grant?
I don't fucking know him.
He's from Dances with Wolves.
No, he's a white guy.
Rodney Grant is not.
Yeah, he's half German.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
If they're
women
wait,
in
if
his
they're
hair?
half
No
German,
way.
though?
Google it. He's half German. I
GTA
don't, I don't know.
expert.
I just
like
meant
spreading
if the
false
other
information.
half
I was
is
like, I met
native,
him. I
he's
got
no
his
longer
autograph.
native.
I know he's not.
I know he knows Craig Scott for sure.
Scott.
Scott. Yeah. But what were we talking about?
No.
I don't know.
Bombing.
Worst time you
Oh,
ever bombed.
yeah.
out.
So like
So you didn't
I-
prepare, so you're doing the
I
comedian
didn't
challenge.
prepare. I did the comedy challenge. I did okay, and then for some odd reason, I thought I did really bad. And he's like, "Come back next week." I'm like, okay. So I came back next week, and I bombed hard. It was like 5 minutes of just dead silence,
Oof.
and then it was like I thought it was because like I wasn't. I
Maybe
don't
the
know what it
mic
was.
wasn't turned on.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Is this thing
I
on?
felt that there was like a lot of Mitt Romney voters in the room.
You mean Mick Romney?
Mick
Mick
Romney?
Romney.
Yeah. Holla to Mick Romney.
They voted for the
hashtag.
sandwich.
Yeah. So like I was probably like the 4th one that went up the second time, and then it was like just dead silence. But I felt better about myself because there was a guy that bombed even harder than me. There
Who was it?
I
Just
don't
kidding.
know. I don't know.
How
His-
hard did he bomb?
Dude,
Pretty hard.
He bombed so hard is that his minute. You know how we have 5 minutes. He took 2 minutes. He had a backpack on stage, and he brings out a sailor suit.
That dude!
That
I
dude.
remember that. That
Yeah.
was awful.
And then
Oh my god, that
he
was
spent
awful.
like half of his time trying to put pants over pants.
Pants. Yeah.
Pants over pants. And for some odd reason,
Full size
these
pants over full size
Yeah.
pants, like not
Like,
skinny jeans
yeah,
or something. Or
he was putting pants over pants, and then like they're like the same size pants. So
Yeah.
If you're like a logical person, you know pants don't fit over
well,
pants.
he was putting his pants on 2 legs at a time.
Yeah.
He must be great.
Yeah.
No,
But-
he
But
bombed
no,
so
he-
hard. There's still a shadow of him on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Ah.
it took him.
Atomic bomb.
He
He
took.
bombed so hard they call him Nagasaki now. Whoa.
AKA the ant. Who said that? Someone
It's
bought
Alyssa,
ant bomb.
dude. She's right here. She just said
Yeah.
I said it.
All right. So, anyways, he took 2 minutes to
Should've
put on
stopped having it.
pants, and then all of a sudden, he had like no material. Then everyone was like, "Why didn't you just like he was like 10th, and then he was like, "Why didn't you just put on your clothes before you performed?"
I feel
Yeah.
like that's his
No, because
bit.
it was. It
Yeah.
was like, oh,
Wait.
I've got this funny outfit. Let me put
His-
it on real quick. But it
his-
took forever, and then he
his
didn't have
thing-
any jokes about
He
it.
doesn't. Is
Yeah, there
it
was
he
nothing there.
Can't get into clothes because he's wearing clothes already.
Yeah, I thought that was like the joke. It was like,
Yeah, because he was struggling pretty hard
Yeah.
with those pants, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Anyone see my sailor suit?
is this
You're wearing it.
yeah. Is this prop comedy to a whole new
Yeah.
level? Like, just
it's so weird, like when you watch it, because it's like, there's no logic behind it. And he had like the sailor suit on. And 100% material was like
No, you wouldn't
100% about there was no sale premises. But that guy bombed hard, and I was like, you know what?
He just
I'm
wanted
happy
to
with
be a
that.
pirate.
Yeah.
What if he just put a sailor outfit on and it took him 5 minutes and he got the light and he had like 30 seconds left and he just said,
I'm a homosexual.
Yeah. I just got off on stage. Yeah. Coconut.
good for you.
Coconut.
By the way, Mom, I'm a homosexual. Thanks for coming
My
out.
mom's in the crowd. I'm a homosexual.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, didn't know how else to come out.
Yeah.
I would love that set.
that's what I'm saying.
I
It's
feel like
brilliant.
I would love seeing him try to put on pants over pants.
Yeah.
It was
amazing.
not.
There's part of me that really wants to see that now.
Oh.
Just like,
Yeah, you're gonna see.
oh,
him.
you're the guy
Yeah,
that
guy puts-
gets really cold
I
and
don't
needs
think
more
he-
layers. Interesting. I
Pants
like
over
this
pants.
bit.
I think
I don't
he
think
got
he
like
ever
a
came
smaller
out.
size, though. I think it's because he had a smaller size over his regular size.
I think
he
they were
was-
just
I don't
regular
think-
size
I don't
over
think you should be
regular
trying to
size.
figure out the logic.
That's right.
but then they didn't fit him.
That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
know.
I'm like, dude, I don't know. He's just like, he was struggling.
So-
he was like,
What if
and
we
then-
flip it around the other way? Like, would you enjoy it if he came up
Take
on
it-
stage
took it
and
off.
were like, no, was like wearing the sailor suit and then put on his normal clothes over it?
that would
But
be
even if
genius.
it'd be faster because I guess they were like his normal
Sorry, I'm
clothes
coming
were like
from
a
my
little
other
baggier.
job.
Like,
Yeah.
would you enjoy that?
Yeah, I
Because
probably
he was
would.
like super sailor,
Yeah, or
like
I
Sailor
don't know.
Moon or something. Like he's like that's his undercover outfit is the sailor
Was
outfit.
that it? Was he
Is
trying
he
to
part
turn
of-
into Sailor Moon?
Is he part of Lobster Dogs and he's like undercover?
No, he's not.
That man does not represent Lobster
And
Dog.
wink, wink. You just blew his fucking cover, pal. Hey, Bobby. Yeah, his cover's blown. Let's get. No, she's all right. She's good.
I was just thinking, maybe if he was wearing a sailor suit and he started undressing, and then underneath was like another sailor suit.
I mean, I'd kind of appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if he had another sailor
Or
suit.
if he had a pirate suit under his sailor suit and then just screamed, "I'm in internal conflict," and then blew his
Yeah.
brains out.
Whoa!
take down
It's
the
super
house.
dark.
Or what if he just came on stage wearing? Tell me,
Whoa!
Chill
Why is he
with me.
coming on stage?
because
Is that kind of the show?
maybe, but that could,
Sometimes a third.
yeah, he's go-gurting.
It's a lot of guys.
New
He
code.
comes on stage dressed in a sailor outfit, and then prepare to have your minds blown. He just eats a bag of chips.
Oh, that was awful.
Oh jeez.
Pork rinds, preferably.
Oh no!
Into the
Did
mic.
you see Jenny do that set?
Eating pork rinds and
No.
telling jokes?
She did no. She just said nothing. She did a whole 5-minute set eating a bag of chips,
Oh, that's genius.
and it was the worst thing I've ever seen. And the best is there was who was it? Ant was in town
Yeah.
at Catcher Rising, so he and his person who was traveling with him, both went up after and made fun of her, and I was like, yay!
Nice.
Anyway, sorry because it was really
It's
bad.
pretty rough.
What are we sitting at? I feel like we're going
Almost
pretty
2 hours, man.
Oh,
Are you serious?
Christ.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
No
we're
wonder
gonna
I'm tired of you guys.
we're gonna go 30 seconds of coconut claps, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. So if you guys
30
love this
seconds.
30
of
seconds.
like Reno nonsense, please like and subscribe. Anyone else want to plug in? If you guys want to see comedy, please go to Waterfall, hosted by Alyssa Cowan.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday at 8:00. So everyone get your fucking Groundhog shit together, and then we'll see you guys over there. So anyway, like us on Facebook. You guys see us on YouTube. And that's it. We're out. 30 seconds of coconut claps, and then go. That's all,
not me.
Alyssa. That's
Also,
all.
That was PK.
also, Lobster Dogs.
Shout out to Lobster Dog in a sailor suit.
You're gonna have to change your Twitter handle.
50 more seconds.
It's taking a lot longer than it
I don't
seems.
think we're really doing coconut claps. We're just clapping.
Well, you're
I'm
clapping.
trying to do coconut.
All right, love you guys. Good night.